Nigeria. Nigeria what? The only media that have been consistent speaking against the bad government and for the purpose for reformers. Nigeria what? Yo! No more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. The only media that have been speaking. No more bad government. The voice of the voiceless. No more bad government. No more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. For the poor. No more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. Niger what media? No more bad government. No more bad government. No more bad government. In Nigeria. No more bad government. No more bad government. No more bad government. The only media. No more bad government. The number one media in Nigeria. No more bad government. That have been speaking against government. No more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. Niger what you? The voice of the voiceless. The voice of the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Niger what media? Voice for the voiceless. Niger what media? Voice for the voiceless. The only media that have been speaking against bad government. Being consistency since 1944. Voice for the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Umuwame. Voice for the voiceless. Umuwame. Voice for the voiceless. 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 Niger what you? We have been seeing all you guys have been doing, and he recommending to everyone in Nigeria, saying that you guys are the number one. Niger what you?
Of course she should. If she is not, let her come to me. I will be her lawyer. I will get her money, backlog.
So she should be, for the status of a suspended minister,
yes,
she should be earning a salary.
At least half salary.
So
and
if
nobody is courageous enough to tell us that this is the result of the investigation. Even sometimes you hear that maybe during this cabinet reshuffle, she will be fitted in.
You think so?
Of course. Why? What's in Nigeria? No wonders now. Now everything is possible.
I mean,
anything.
If you look at the cabinet, would you be able to say you are able to identify some eggheads or some people who are really performing?
I have identified one person, at least physically. Now I lost before coming here. I got lost because Wike is working. Whether you like him, you don't like him, at least he has put a face to this Abuja. My own brother and friend was here for 8 years, only praying in the office.
The former minister of FCT?
Of course. What did he do?
You don't think he did anything?
What did he do?
You think he's a failure?
I said, what did he do? No, I'm not saying he's a failure, but tell me what his performance. So we should call a spade a spade.
Let me show you some of these faces. There are a few more people, right, that a lot of people think that they did well. And some people have identified. In fact, after the program yesterday, when these faces were shown on this program, there are those who say, oh, there are a few more people that we could have added into it. So look at them, Alhaji Galadima. Your man, Nyesom Wike, is the first on that list, followed by the Minister of Interior, followed by Dave Umahi, Works Minister. Then under it is Bagudu, the Minister of Budget, Minister of Finance, Wale Edun, Minister of Health.
Just stop there. You don't need to go further. If you say David Umahi, I agree that he's doing his little best, but you cannot physically see what he's doing in Abuja. I said Wike because I see with my eye koro what Wike is doing here.
What about those who see...
The Minister for Interior, is it not, have you heard about this Bobrisky scandal?
Where the allegations of the
Is
prisons,
it allegation?
Allegations that some officers
is this in the Minister of Internal,
Interior? Yes,
Interior.
It's under the House of Reps is probing it. It's under the Ministry of Interior, the National Correctional Service.
Do you know that they can sentence you and don't go to prison in Nigeria?
Tell us more about that.
Do you know that you can pay money to be pardoned?
It happens really. So you can bribe your way.
Asking me.
No, you know a lot. I'm just a young person, so you've seen a lot and you've heard a lot, and you're a very powerful man in this country.
This is very contemporary.
Yes, I don't know everything. So I'm learning that there in a Nigeria that we belong.
Can you tell me what has the Minister of Interior did to deserve a mention? Me, I don't know.
There are those who talk about passports. Our passport acquisition or collection has been eased. There are a few things that people, Nigerians are the ones who put those...
My daughter is just flying by 9:30 flight to London through Istanbul. Do you know how long it took her to change her passport when she came from London?
So you don't agree about the name of some people on that list?
Well, if you know, I'm a very liberal person. If you convince me, why not?
So, there are about 9 of them there. There are those who say, oh, the Minister of Communications, the Minister of Power should be there. The Minister of Petroleum Resources, Heineken Lopobri, is supposed to be there. But, you
mean with this thing happening in the oil industry, you are calling Minister of Petroleum instead of you to be macheted by people. If you are saying this outside, you know that Sheon, you will not come back to this.
It is me. It's not me. There are reactions that I'm making reference to from yesterday's program.
In the oil industry, you are mentioning somebody's name. You better be careful.
That's how bad things are.
Yes. These are all the wahala we have in this country now.
Well, is it the minister's fault? I thought it was the president who removed subsidy.
Oh. If I disagree with the policy, can't I resign?
Isn't it a case of a fait accompli? That has happened before he got appointed into office.
Why shouldn't he?
And those who say,
if I don't believe in any government policy, I get out. Now, I told you that I had never been even a councillor in my life, politically. Am I not living? And I have honor. Let any minister dare me, we go to public, and let him see who the people revolve along.
If the president, the kind of ideal cabinet for President Bola Tinubu, in your own eyes, what would it look like?
Look, you see, maybe I have a different opinion. But here, before you, on such programs, I have said times without number since Obasanjo, that if you are president, you are at liberty by this Nigerian constitution, because I participated in the formulation of the constitution in 1987, 1994, and 2014. So I know the constitution right on my palm. It is the prerogative of the president to hear his aides, to help him deliver. I don't accuse any minister for not delivery. I accuse the person who appointed him.
So we should blame President Tinubu,
of course,
for anybody
or anybody that calls himself president or governor or now chairman of council.
Here on Arise News, thank you for staying with us. The Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, during the week officially declared Monday Okpebholo of the All Progressives Congress, APC, as the winner of last Saturday's Edo State governorship election after securing 291,667 votes. The announcement came during a ceremony at INEC headquarters in Abuja. Okpebholo's victory over his closest rival, Asue Ighodalo of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, who garnered 247,274 votes, has sparked tensions, with Ighodalo announcing plans to contest the results at a tribunal, citing alleged electoral irregularities. Despite claims of vote buying avoidance by the PDP, Ighodalo alleges that over 160 polling stations failed to use the bimodal voter accreditation system, contributing to a stolen mandate. While the United States commended the generally peaceful conduct of the elections, urging all parties to respect legal processes for challenging results, former President Goodluck Jonathan argues that there is a need for ethical conduct in elections, asserting that technology alone cannot address Nigeria's electoral challenges. Well, with us now is Matthew Uduoyekeme, Director General of the PDP Campaign Council, Edo State, who joins us now to review the Edo State governorship elections. Welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good
Thank you
morning.
for being
It's
here.
my pleasure to be here.
Yes. Well, INEC has declared Monday Okpebholo winner of the Edo State governorship elections. We were here last Saturday for a very long time waiting for those results. But I want to know what your thoughts are in INEC's handling of the elections, especially in terms of transparency and fairness. And I ask this because, of course, the PDP has alleged irregularities in the Edo State elections. Could you elaborate on the specific instances that you believe made this election process compromised?
Well, I had actually expected INEC to play by their own rules. The process started very well on the 21st. Voters came out. Yes, the turnout may not have been the numbers that we expected, but because, of the perceived federal might, heavy security presence in the state, I think a lot of people were scared with the way the APC was going about the campaign, threatening people. But then accreditations were done, they used their BVAS machines, and everybody voted. And like where I voted, everybody, we voted, the votes were sorted out, they were counted, and it happened in very many places, like across the state. Yes, APC won in some of their areas where they are strong. PDP also won in most of the areas. And I will tell you that from what happened in that state that day, PDP had most of the votes. PDP, Asue Ighodalo won that election by well over 65%. Now, where did the game change? When it was now time for the collation, they set up, IREV is a property of the INEC. They set up the IREV and the results were, being thrown up. That is not to say that every result on that IREV was credible, because there were some of them that you could see obvious, bypass of the BVAS, which was the mode to accredit people to vote in that election. But even with that going on, they still saw that the results were not adding up. Now, they now went to the unconventional part of the election, and that was now using the security agencies and INEC itself to collate results and to drive away people. Take, for instance, I am from Igbokwe local government area. At about 7 p.m. on that day, what happened? An Assistant Inspector General of Police comes to the collation center, asks everybody to move now to INEC headquarters from the local government collation center. They were doing that in Igbokwe, they were doing that in Oredo, they were doing that in Ego. Those were the areas where they took my back, but they didn't take Oredo and Ego back. And we know where they wrote all these results. In Esako West, where Oshomole is from, for instance, the people were collating the results, and they were trying to add up figures. Whereas in Esako, about 70% of the votes you will see coming from Esako, there were no accreditation. Those votes were not, they didn't use the BVAS. And they were all clear cases of overvoting.
How come all these allegations missed, escaped the election monitors, the media, and independent people who were on the ground, during the voting?
Most of these things, like
existing, they don't think beyond their lifetime. All they focus on is in stupid acquisition of money, obscene display of debauchery of all sorts, ever more debased acquisition of the commonwealth. Are those the ones you call elite? Mindless pursuit of money as if they are going to live forever. They live stupidly consumed by the pursuit of money. We don't have elite in Nigeria. We have no elite in Nigeria. If we were a country blessed with an elite class, they would have demanded better, both of themselves and of the society they have built. You know the tragedy of the people you are calling elite? The pinnacle of their achievement in their own eyes is their capacity to buy homes abroad and send their children abroad and be able to take their children abroad. They build things that their children cannot even inherit. They are building a country that their children can't survive in. Are those the ones you are calling elite? Which elite? Nigeria is not blessed with an elite class. Wherever you look at it, whether it's in the academia, whether it's in politics, whether it's in the economy itself, which elite? The only thing they compete about is my private jet is bigger than yours. That's all now. Which elite? What is elite about our society? Exactly what have they done in the society that is suggestive of a people that may be considered elite? What elite? All of them are carrying second passports. Each and every one of the person you may call elite in Nigeria today has a second passport. If the British who governs us indirectly or the Americans who benefit from our putrefaction have not granted them either permanent stay or residence or their passport, their children are carrying it, or they will go and buy one of the Mediterranean countries' passports, or they will go to, say, all these funny countries, Grenadine, this one, that one, each and every, including your traditional rulers, they all carry all these funny passports up and down the place. Are those the ones you are calling elite? Elites living in slums. Those are the elites. We have no elites in Nigeria. Don't let's fool ourselves. We have no elites. So please, stop. You don't have an elite. I'm sorry to say. There is no elite in Nigeria. Please.
Corruption within the service. While the federal government, through the Civil Defense, Correctional, Fire and Immigration Services Board, has responded by suspending 2 senior officers fingered in the allegation, Nigerians are calling for stiffer punishment for all those that will be indicted by the Special Investigative Panel set up to probe the allegations. Social media influencer Martins Ose, also known as Very Dark Man, had alleged that cross-dresser Idris Okuneye, also known as Bobrisky, bribed officials of the custodial center who ensured he didn't spend a 6-month prison sentence at the assigned facility. At this meeting, the minister says nobody involved in the cross-dresser saga will escape punishment.
One thing you can be sure of, you can be sure about, be sure of this, and I swear to God Almighty, we will not shield anybody no matter who the person is. The reason why we took that decision yesterday, is that the in charge, who is a high senior officer, is a deputy controller. That is a senior officer. For error or whatever, he first of all takes while we investigate, so that there is no way anybody can tamper. And when you look at the team that we set up to investigate, you will see there is a mixture of civil society and public servants.
The minister says other reforms of the correctional service will help improve security and welfare of inmates, efficient data management, and upgrading custodial centers.
We have engaged in a series of infrastructural improvement. I don't want to say too much, but of course, Kuje Medium's Correctional Center is not far from here. I will encourage that you just take, you go to Kuje and see it as an example of what God has helped this administration to achieve in terms of infrastructural uplift, even to the cells, to infrastructure, to water, to electricity, to the environment. A lot of infrastructural work has been done. And also, part of what we have been able to do is in Niger State, we've completed the renovation of the administrative block and, of course, a new block at Suleja Prison Correctional Center. In Kano, we reconstructed the observation tower and, of course, also constructed and rebuilt a mini armory strengthening security measures. In Lagos State, we built a 96 capacity solid concrete cell block at Kirikiri maximum security facility, therefore increasing and improving accommodation for our.
In 2024 alone, a combined 400 inmates have escaped custodial centers in Niger State and Borno when some parts of the perimeter fence was pulled down by heavy rains and flood. The Minister of Interior is also facing criticisms after disturbing videos emerged of poor feeding conditions of inmates in Afokang Custodial Center in Calabar, despite an increased bond.
Good afternoon, good evening to you all. We are finally back here again today. Today is Saturday, 28 September 2024. I appreciate you all, my people. Thanks for your time with us today. Please help us to press on the like button, help us to share, and let's do this together. Mother for Mommy Diaspora, good evening to you, Mommy. Thank you very much for all you do. I appreciate you always. Abu Azi, I can see right there. Thanks for joining us every day. I appreciate you, sir. Thank you very much. Mr. Johnson Emmanuel, Dennis Agbude, thank you. God bless you all. Manabella Naomi, thank you very much. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Amaka Fojebi, it's good to hear from you. Thanks for the super chat. Yes, I got your attached text saying that you're disappointed with the Edo State election. Yes, I understand everybody's disappointed. You know, we don't even have any hope now. We don't know where we're going in Nigeria at this particular moment because nothing is working under APC. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate you for all you do. Every one of you right there that I've showcased, God bless you all. Do your part, press of the like button, help us to share. Thank you very much. I appreciate you all. Charity, Devin Gear, thanks for joining us. Raf Oli, thank you very much. Vitals, thank you, my wonderful people. Okay, I'd like to quickly take this article here so that I can start taking call. To this Saturday, we just need to move on. Anybody that want to join us, please come in on time. We might round up today with just one person giving submission. To be honest, it's Saturday. Okay, as you can see right there on screen, I have a breaking news coming from, this one is Sarah Reporter. Anti-graft agency FCC arrests Taraba ex-governor Darius Ishaku over alleged 27 billion fraud. If you see the money where all these people they thief, now then you will know say they are really, really satanic. They don't care about you and I at all. You know, that's how you know that these guys, they are wicked. The kind of money where they did now billion. They are not interested about you. It's sad. But meanwhile, Joe Igbokwe don't cry out. Daily Post, Hardship, those who will rescue Nigeria not yet born. Joe Igbokwe mocks Tinubu's government. A chieftain of All Progressive Congress APC, Joe Igbokwe, has insisted that those who will rescue Nigeria are not yet born. Igbokwe made the remark in the wake of the high cost of food prices in the country. Posted on Facebook, the APC chieftain lamented that the cost of a bag of rice has increased to 100,000 naira. So I thought I should bring that in, my people. That is all I have for you guys today in terms of article. I think we should start talking right now. If you want to call in, please call in right now. This is the best time for you to call in. If not, and if you want to join the panel, I'm posting out a link again. Please join us on time. We only have Ogashi Mize with us. Before I call on Ogashi Mize to speak to us, a link will be reposted again. Please click on it. Join us here. Press on the like button, help us to share so that others can know that we're right here, right now. So for those of you that want to call in, I'm waiting for your call because one of you were calling in earlier on. This is the best time for you to call in so that we can take it from here. God bless you all, my people. It seems, you know, since it's Saturday, now they always be busy. Now let me know they busy. I did here with you now. You see, you know, I suppose not they do this Saturday at all. You know, but still. Hello, yeah, good evening to you. Your name and where you calling us from? Hello. Oh, okay. Okay, while hello, can you hear me? Oh, I think there's problem right there. Okay, I hope, can anybody hear me anyway? I hope it's not my fault.
Yes, Niger Watch, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Oh,
You're coming loud and clear. Yeah.
God bless you, sir. Thank you very much. You know, Ogashimi, this one will join me early today, so hey.
I'm a busy person, but I still, you know, trying to put my voice out there. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to.
Talk to us first before.
Yeah, Niger Watch, I greet you. I greet all Niger Watch family, Mama in the diaspora. I thank you for all you do. You're there, being a backbone to your son and to the platform. You know, I like all you do. I like all the Niger Watch family. Yeah, congratulations to us, Niger Watch. I watched the game, but man, I that's not game. It was kind of they will kind of break my heart, but I said at the end of the day.
Sorry, sir. I know your submission not a quick finish, but let me quickly pass this before you give your proper submission. No worry, you get enough time to talk today. You know, I want to quickly appreciate you, Divine Cross, for the support you supported me earlier on. I don't know if it's a private, because some of you that support and are saying that private, so it's better, you know, with those that appreciate whatever give it to them can get more. Divine Cross, I'm very, very grateful. Thank you very much, Barbara. I appreciate you as well. God bless you. Thank you very much, every one of you that will be supporting on our Nigeria account. I want to say I'm very, very grateful. For those of you that want to support us on Nigeria, based on we are in Nigeria, our account number, we post it every day. That is right there on the screen. You can support us right there on Nigeria Watch Media account number. God bless every one of you. And God will bless my people. I'm not taking anybody for granted here. Let's continue to join head together to do what we're doing in our time. Thank you. Ogashimize, you have the floor, sir. Talk to us. Spend the time now. Wait till you never talk for the past 1 week. Talk before people come to the panel.
Oh my God, Mr. Nigeria. All right. In fact, that's in fact, you know, like last is it yesterday? You know, someone was saying that. No, I know I said something on it about Nigeria is the worst country and you know, blah blah blah. Now that first video, it's like I was watching the first person that says something about he said Jagaban, he gonna do this, he gonna make he gonna get it right. And then after everything is so they won't do. You see, we have a problem here because Tinubu is your brother. Then you don't want to say yes, he's failing. In fact, he has failed to do what you guys want him to do. So I don't see the reason why we will keep Nigerians or whatever, or because of the tribal bigotry, you still remain adamant to say Tinubu is getting it right. How? Can you tell me how is he getting it right? I don't see anything. You're hungry. Your gas, that means for the gas that is fuel, is on high side. People can't even move around the way they moved before. Don't you know that fuel is business? Fuel. If you put fuel on your car, it can go in so many places. People will come to buy from you. You're telling me Tinubu is getting it right? Man, how are we gonna? How do we get here? And how are we gonna get out from this quagmire or get out from this? Hey, oh my God! Can people reason, please? How can I give these people hearts, mind to understand that nothing is working. Come on, people. Don't be because of your brother is there. You can't criticize him. You can't say no. It don't. Some few although on that video say no, it's not getting it right. But some gullible ones that if you call protest from now to 100 years, or if Nigeria was say 78 years, they will never show up. Rather, they will say hey, it's getting it right. Okay. Even the anchor that asking them question, ask one guy, he said, oh, because Tinubu fixed Lagos. I don't know, what did Tinubu do in Lagos? Bringing Agbero in Lagos? Okay, he said, what did Tinubu do in Lagos? He said, he bring, come on, I was laughing. What do you call it? What this guy say? I will remember that. So now, you can tell me someone that you say that, oh, 5 local governments, he creates 5 local governments. Local government is an achievement. Hey, come on. Can you, but these people need to bundle Nigerians, go and teach them or go and train them, and so they will get brain and get some senses. You telling me because you say, oh, he created 5 local governments? Are you insane? Eh? Can't you get brain? What is it? Is it an achievement? Eh? Even if he say, oh, he beautify Lagos State, he put flowers and trees on the road. Even if he said that one, I can say it's not an achievement. I can forgive you for, by saying he created 5 local governments. Hey, Jesus Christ of Nazareth. How do we get here? It sounds so funny. And sometimes when people talk like this, they don't listen to themselves. You have to listen. And another thing, see, Nigerians don't fast-check their government. They don't fast-check who is coming to rule them. How many times have someone put a poster out there, say, oh, Mr. Elvis 2027. The next thing you will go, he said, let me go and fact-check Mr. Elvis, whether he's a right person to govern so place. That's what you're supposed to do. If I check that person and say, let me see, you go, you will see the details and everything about that person, date of birth, everything on that, by checking on that site you went to. Not anywhere. Agbero can come out tomorrow and post and go and print poster and put, say, blah, 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 2027. And you start following that person, not knowing that you don't know that person, he's anything, whether it's capability, incompetent, or anything, that capability to do anything. Don't know whether that person is incompetent. Next thing, you vote that person, you will start crying. That's the problem we are having. Nigerians, you have to check anybody is coming to rule you. That's one thing you guys will be doing. And another thing, we will put hashtag no more EU. No more EU in Nigeria elections. Here I am. Nobody is checking or coming to see, oh, how the vote is going. And do you know how much that money, do you know how much any white person or EU, whatever, that coming down to watch the satanic parties you're voting for? Do you know how much money it costs to bring them down to Nigeria to monitor the rigging they do? And after they will go, oh, look at what they say about Edo. You say it's peaceful. That what APC will just hold on. and say yes. They say because they have perfected the rigging and perfected the way that they will never kill anybody. They already perfect it. And they will say, oh, it's credible, it's peaceful, there's no problem. And that's what play out. And yet, we are still, saying EU. In fact, Mr. Niger Watch, if you're going to put out, let us start campaigning. We don't want them no more in Nigeria. In fact, there are problems. Because not any election they have reached in Nigeria, all of them will say, oh, they will say, oh, we disagree with you guys. They will talk and go. And the person they have declared a winner is a winner. And that it will stand, it stands that way. It stands that way. Is it every time after election we will crying and crying and crying and crying? Huh? We have to get it right. Not always we will saying things that, oh, you see, Nigeria is the problem of themselves. If you don't get it right, you will never get it. Look at Joe Igbokwe. That satanic man. Do you support your brother?
Talk to them.
Do you support Peter Obi? You're satanic man. Joe Igbokwe, you are not crying. Me Amodio Mwaburi. What are you talking about? That they haven't born anybody will rule Nigeria or will get Nigeria working. What are you talking about? Peter Obi is here to do the job. But because of your satanic, because of your selfish greed, the money that will enter your pocket, that's why you choose to support your satanic APC. Huh? What are we saying? Some people, so many people support Peter Obi, even your brother. Rally around, support your brother, be with your brother. He's your brother. And if you look around, he's ready to do this. He's ready. He has everything. He has the capability. He's ready to do the job, but now you're crying. You know that Tinubu is not getting it right. No, man. See, medicine after death is not working. I could have do it. Oh, if I know, why know that then, not now? It's late, my friend. You're a satanic. And you remain satanic forever. You will never change. You're an evil man. Hey, Nigerians, don't listen to this man. It's not serious. Come on, man. How you be? He's coming out now. The other day, you see, he's on media since last week or this week. Because you're buying fuel, maybe you're filling your cars, maybe with 200,000 in a week or more than. Now he's touching you. The promises out there. Do you know how they feed? Do you know how they feed? Because he's touching you. That's why you're coming out to say something, to vomit that nonsense from your mouth. Deal with it and live with it. You will live with it. This turn of finish because the cap Jagaban wear. Do you know the meaning of that cap? Emiloko. Baba me know well. He shatter Emiloko. See, hand they shake, leg they shake. He uses it to deceive you guys. Do you know he used that thing to deceive you guys? The hand is it shaking? The leg is it still shaking now? Or the leg, or the tummy, is it still coming out? Or the pampers? You guys say, oh, you're wearing diaper. Where is everything now? He deceived you guys. He used that thing to deceive you so that he won't pay attention on his side. That's what he do. That's what he do. Now, everybody's feeling it. Even me, I'm feeling it. Yes, I'm not in Nigeria, but I know how it pains me. I know how, if you're a businessman here, If this Nigeria situation is not touching you, you're a liar. If you're a businessman, anywhere, all we that in diaspora that doing business, sending stuff to Nigeria. If this government is not touching you, it's not hitting you, you're a liar. Tell me, how much they used to clear 20 feet, 40 feet container before? Now, if 11 million, 10 million. How do we get here? How do we get here? Now you will say, oh, your Turumbu is working. How your Turumbu is working? Look, Mr. Naija, what you see all these things that are going now, it's exposé. This Bobrisky saga. It's exposé, but you guys don't know. It's exposé. Anything you see now is true. All these things is true. Look at Buba Galadima. You see what he said? He was saying, you should mind how we talk to this, how we talk here. They will come after you. If you watch what he was saying, he said, yes, people pay, so they won't. People pay, and everybody, people pay, so they won't go to jail. Anything is money. Anything money will never. You see something that money will never solve in Nigeria. If Mr. Debt knock on your door, I said today, I'm taking you, and no matter millions, billion you bring, that thing, he said today is the end. Our brother, it happened to him, and today, how can that teach us a lesson in Nigeria? That prominent people that will have the money, that money, they have it, even if they say bring billion so that your life, you will remain alive, they will bring it. If those things can teach us a lesson, a debt, if they don't teach us a lesson, that means nothing will teach us a lesson. If you're doing anything, if you're taking money, squandering money, remember that is a Mr. Debt. And one day, all those money you're keeping in buried in a ground, putting in your car, giving your girlfriend, giving your anything, anybody, giving your brothers, say, keep it for me. Or mansion upon mansion upon mansion upon mansion. One day, it's just only 6 feet. He will never see anything. If Nigerians, if those politicians, especially politicians, will remain that there's Mr. Debt, they will just retreat yourself back and say, let me do the right thing for the masses of Nigeria. If they do this, in fact, Nigeria will start praising them. But rather, they will use that money to acquire so many things, so many cars. 2027, they will buy it right away. They will buy it right away. Or if you acquire all these things, what is the profit a man and he have everything on the whole world and loses your soul? Do you take those things? So many of us go to church every Sunday or every week. You hear word of God. You go to mosques. You go to everywhere. Wherever you belong. You go to Amadioha. You go to somewhere. You go everything. All of them is calling one God. That thing you do go? Do you remember that those things is one day your life might be end one day? Do the right thing to the masses. Bring down the fuel. Bring down the things. Make life easy for people. And Nigerians, you have to do well. Help yourself. And the government should help you too. If you help yourself, government will help you. And government help put security, put everything in tight so that people will go their various businesses, without no fear, go their farm, go and farm. You go their farm, go and do their work from all their farms. Not when you're going to farm, you get scared. Say, oh, people, I don't know, they will harm me, they will rape me, they will kill me. What are we doing? Nigerians, get up. And please, anybody on this law enforcement, all this bribery scandal of Bobrisky, I bet you, I pleaded on you guys. Anybody, as that minister said, anybody that's your name or his name appear or her name appear on this scandal, bring that person out so that we know all of them. Because this is too much for Nigeria. This is too much. Nigeria are crying every day by day. Hardship is hitting people. People are dying every day. But the government choose to do otherwise. Nothing is working. Your judicial is not working. Everything you say you do to the poor masses or to the masses, nothing you're doing. You're saying 8,000. What is 8,000 naira? 8,000 naira never cook pot of soup now. Even if you cook pot of soup, have the 8,000 buy gare that you use to eat that soup. You use 8,000 to cook. Eh? What are we doing? The masses need government to help them. Help them in the security area. Help them in anywhere that you guys will help them. 8,000 naira is not enough. It's not nothing. It's nothing. How much is 8,000 naira? How much? Take it in dollar. It's nothing. I don't know whether it's up to. It's not up to. It's up to $10. What is 8,000? Eh? I think the way this government, this APC government, is because of see finish. That's what they are doing. So that people will be crying for them. Because if another election will come, I think they're just doing that thing for reason, so that if election come, you will give them 5,000, 25,000, 50,000. They will vote for you. That's not right. But God in heaven is watching you guys. God in heaven is watching all of us. And whoever that putting people in this hardship, God, you will never go and punish. You that putting people in hardship, you will never go and punish. I bet you. You have made Nigeria, you are making mockery of Nigerians. The APC-led government of this Jagaban. You're answering Jagaban. You're answering Jagaban as you are the all and all. Nigerians, they have to wake up. If you say October 1st, the protest that is coming, I don't know. I said something here in this platform before that you say the protest. I said the protest. I don't see anything that you guys gonna achieve from it. But this one, if you feel that you're gonna achieve anything, go out and protest. But for me, I don't know how we see it. But if I have the power, go out there and protest. But for me, the judiciary is the main problem. We have said it, so many politicians have said it here, that judiciary is the problem of Nigeria. Is the problem. INEC, judiciary, all of them. We have to get things right. Nigerians, we have to get things right. We have to get things right. And releasing Nnamdi Kanu is overdue. It's overdue. Release him so that he will go. Release him. All the whole people that, there's so many people out there in prison because of one thing or the other. They never do anything. Nobody to talk for them. But you choose to put them in that cell because you have that nothing will happen. Thank you, Niger Watch. Remain blessed. Thank you.
You can see now that all the talk that you could not pass on for the past a week or two, you don't get opportunity now. You don't pass all of them, right?
Right.
Thank you for your wonderful submission. I appreciate your submission. You hit it very hard on them because we need to speak the truth. Nothing is working right now in Nigeria. A lot of them are suffering. And if you see the concluded Edo State election, people still taking peanut to buy votes, 8,000 naira. Sell your future for the next 8 years for just 8,000 naira. It's crazy. So thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Okay, Mr. Jonathan, it's good to have you on the show. Before that, I'd like to appreciate you, Mr. Joseph Oji. God bless you, sir. Thank you very much for all you do. I appreciate you, sir. Mr. Jonathan, it's good to have you on the show. I beg, talk to us, sir. Good evening to you.
Thank you, Mr. Elvis. I greet you. Happy weekend.
Happy weekend, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. God bless you for the good work you are doing. I greet my fellow panelists, Mr. Chimeze. Thank you for your submission. You've said it all.
Thank you, Mr. Jonathan.
Yeah, you've said it all. I think we might have just pack up now and just go. Mr. Elvis, you just close the broadcast. You've said everything. So, but let me greet those on the comment section. Omi Diaspora, I greet you, man. Happy weekend to you, man. God bless you abundantly for the great work that you are doing. God will continue to strengthen and uphold you. I greet all the all those that are in the comment section, listeners and callers. I greet everyone. Welcome. I think I want to start. I listened to the interview of Mr. Buba Galadima, and I actually tried to listen to because it was interesting to me. So I just decided to even listen to it all. And one area that piqued my attention, I loved it so much when he said it. And he said it to the face of Shehu when he was asked, what will his candidate have done differently? That is Kwankwanso, if he had actually won in 2023. What is it that he will have done differently from what Tinubu is doing right now? The first response he gave, I love it so much. It's like he used Koboko on the Nigerian media. So shameful. He said the first thing they will do is that they will hire CNN and Al Jazeera to come and take over their job. Take over. They will bring CNN and Al Jazeera to Nigeria to come and do real media job. He says so. Because it is the Nigerian media that is failing us. Where do you want to start from? Because they're supposed to be the media, the Nigerian media should be our eyes, should be our mouth for the average Nigerian that cannot speak, average Nigerian that doesn't have access to internet. Before you say Jack, they use it whenever it pleases them, the political class. Whenever it is appropriate to them, whenever it is beneficial to them, they will say Nigerians doesn't have access to telephone. So that's why they won't campaign. So they would like to go to door, use door-to-door knocking, because it fits their narrative at that point in time. It is the same Nigeria, they will also say that they are paying 80,000 using technology. That time technology will work. When they want to steal, technology works. When it comes to election, technology does not work. You can see their double standard. Their criminal double. It's not just double standard, criminal double standard. And it is the Nigerian media that is giving them the room to operate. I put it squarely. And until we see the political class that will start putting the blame, not 80%, not 90%, not 99.99, 100% on the foot of the Nigerian media. If you are not a media, pack up. Pack up and get off the space and stop deceiving Nigerians. If we don't have media, if CNN and Al Jazeera will be doing a better job for us in Nigeria than what this Nigerian media are doing. Yes, they will be, Nigerians will benefit more. What is it media that we have? Arise News, Channels TV, CTV, News Central, and all the regional ones. Those ones are media, or they are just popcorn and granite rooms that they call media. Those are media. Rubbish. They are the one killing Nigerians, and today I'm centering on the Nigerian media, and henceforth I will focus on them as long as at the same time while you are, because see, Nigerians are impoverished. They are poor. Yes, they don't have access to so many things. If the Nigerian media have been playing its role effectively, Nigeria will not be where we are today. If they really take it up and say, yeah, this is our job, we're going to do it, whether we do it, we'll buy. If we don't do it, we'll buy. This is for the people. We are going to do the regionalism. This is Nigeria will not be where we are. This past Saturday, a week today, when the election in Edo State, where was the Nigerian media when they are perpetrating all this rigging? They call themselves media. Media my foot. They'll sit down in one room, call it studio. Get one mushroom, one crooked license issued by the Nigerian government, call it media. People on social media are doing excellent work. The Lives of Nigerian Watch and so many media on the internet, they are doing brilliant work. Call yourself, because they will pack themselves inside one room every day, like sardine. Bring people, put. It's rubbish they are doing. How much money are they spending? They can't do simple investigation. Election was held, and you don't. No, nothing to prove, and politicians will come and lay claims that there was rigging in Edo State last Saturday, and they will sit down there in their studio saying, what evidence do you have? Look at the stupid question in 2024. Is that journalism? What evidence do you have? Asking people. Is it not you that will come with your own video evidence, audio and video evidence to corroborate what people are saying, or to trash the story that people are saying? Nothing. You want them to go and bring it, and you say you are media. You don't have media. It's an extension of the Federal Ministry of Information. Yes, it's all of them. They are just a unit, a unit, not even a department, a unit of the Federal Ministry of Information. They pack them together there, and they call themselves Arise News. They call themselves Channels TV. Doing rubbish there. If you don't want to do media work, get off the space, because you're supposed to be the mouthpiece of the Nigerian people. You have let Nigerian people down so much. So much. What do you want them to do? What do you want the Nigerian people to do? People that majority of them, yes, agree, they don't have access. But you have access. Information are flying all over the place that INEC shut people out. They took materials from collation center to INEC head office in Benin to start rewriting results on their own. And Nigerian media was nowhere to be found. No video, no nothing. No, you will not hear any investigative report in the coming days. Zero, nothing. To that effect. Even if you are not there, but people are saying it. They are not on ground now doing investigative work that they can come out by today. 1 week is too much. They should have been coming out with their dossier now, releasing bombshell upon bombshell, either to corroborate what people are saying or to say it is not so. You will hear nothing. When Galadima now said that, see, one of the things that they will have done, yeah, I agree with him on that one 100%. He said they will hire CNN and Al Jazeera to come and do their job for them in Nigeria. We need to talk sense into this thing they call media in Nigeria. They have failed us miserably. Is it the poor Nigerians, the rural people in Nigeria that people are complaining that they paid their money exchange hands to buy votes? The Nigerian media has nothing to show, whether to disprove it or to agree with it. They will be asking people what evidence. Media. They are the one killing us in Nigeria day by day. If you don't want to do this thing called media, pack up and go. Yes. A serious government will bring real media in. Because CNN will not come to Nigeria and jeopardize a name. They won't do that. CNN will not jeopardize the name of CNN, that brand. They come to Nigeria. If Nigeria will kick them out, they will kick them out. They will do the real job. Al Jazeera is not going to jeopardize the name. They will do the real job in Nigeria. Nothing to show. They are the one killing us in that country. And Shehu, whether he was pretending, whether he was being sarcastic, asking Buba Galadima, tell me more. Is that true? I don't know. Maybe he was just trying to elicit more information from the man. Perhaps, I don't know what was going through his mind. Maybe he was trying to do the job of I don't want to call them journalists. I'm finding it difficult to call them journalists. They're just as much as, see, I know you want to protect yourself. You say you have a family to protect, you have a job to protect, but at the expense of what? At the expense of the Nigerian nation. That's what you are doing. Then it means that it is all about you individually. It's all about you. It's not about the Nigerian people. So why blame the government though? Why blame the politician? It is also about them. So everybody is all the same. That's why somebody can come out and say the generation that will save Nigeria are not yet born. What a colossal statement to come from a man, a human being. So which means that in the next 50 years, because they are not yet born. So you give them 25 years, right? They are born today, before they start rising up. So you will give them another 3 to 4 decades before Nigeria will start seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. Is that what you are telling us today? We should just fold our arms because those Nigeria that will come and salvage and save Nigeria, they are not yet born. And then we should just go in and just accept. What a shame we have in that country. And we say we have media. We don't have media. Everything the man said today, I may not agree with him. He's not a man that I'm not a fan of his, but because he's talking from the position of opposition, yes, what he's saying, whether if they had the opportunity, they will do something different or do exactly what he was saying. Well, I don't know. But everything he said, those are facts. Those are truth. Everything, the problem of Nigeria today, everything from A to Z revolves around the Naira dollar. Period. Slice it back and forth, slice it into 4, slice it into 10, slice it into 100. All of our problems, sum it up. It revolves around Naira dollar. Period. Nothing more, nothing less. And then what will a government do? A normal government. Is that not what you will focus on and fight? What stops Nigeria wake up tomorrow? Mr. Tinubu, the box stops at your desk. You can wake up tomorrow, call your economic team and say, for me as president, Naira to dollar becomes 200 Naira. We peg it. The L is not going to fall. We peg it. It's our country. Nigeria is a sovereign nation. We determine what we want. That is it. If IMF will go and buy, let them go and buy. If they want all their money back, we will renegotiate. You cannot capture Nigeria. Peg it. Every of our problem, and stop borrowing. You cannot borrow yourself out of this economic mess. It's not going to happen. All of our problems, all of them in its entirety, all of them revolves around this Naira dollar, period. Whether, if you like, remove subsidy from Kingdom Come. If you like, triple down, quadruple on subsidy and be paying times 10 of subsidy. It doesn't really matter. Nigeria can do that if you want to do that. But you have to peg the Naira. You must bring it to that level. You don't produce, we're not producing anything. That's why people are suffering. Nigeria is not a production country. Everything is imported. Everything is imported. Everything is imported into that country. Even the ones they claim they are manufacturing in Nigeria, more than 60% of the raw materials, if not entirely all of them, they are imported. And then before you now is talking about reshuffle all you like. Reshuffle, bring the dollar, the Naira, wake up tomorrow and say, yes, the state of Nigeria have decided to peg our currency 100 to US dollar, and that is the value of our currency. Bring it to that level. L is not going to fall. The world is not going to going to fall. Nothing will happen. Yes. But because every one of you is benefiting from it day and night at the expense of the Nigerian people, you will not do that. You will never do that. That is the problem. And until you do that, you can reshuffle all you like to reshuffle. Reshuffle all the ministers, because the people that will come and give you this advice, they will not come. Yeah, we have them. We have them in Nigeria. We have them in the diaspora who will reason like this, who will come and tell you the truth, that this is what you need to do. And if you don't do it, if things are not working, if you don't go by the advice of the minister, the good minister will resign. Because he has name to protect. He has integrity and character and career that he has built over the years to protect. He will get off that system. He's not going to stay put there, do a buy. No, he will get out because he doesn't want his name to be tarnished. He will give you the people that will give you this advice. They are all over the space, everywhere in Nigeria, in diaspora, but they will not come. So you have to manage yourself with those crooked, corrupt politicians. Those are the people that you will bring on board. And you said, and you said ministers are not performing. And then you yourself, I said, it is you, Mr. Tinubu, you are responsible for the state of Nigeria today. The ministers are working for you. If you are sure, ask your minister, those ones that they are claiming that is performing, the one that is running his mouth, the Minister of Works and Housing, David Umahi, who was claiming 3 days ago in their scripted press conference, all of them, what they have done, what each ministry has done, and David Umahi touting the fact that he has done almost about over 300 roads. Okay, Mr. Umahi, Mr. Tinubu, tell you, Mr. Tinubu, if Mr. Umahi has actually spent Nigerian money, the 2024 budget, on over 300 roads, please pick 6 roads, 6, one from each political zone in Nigeria, 6 for Mr. President. Let Mr. President go and stand, let them block those roads and let him stand there, let them mount a podium for him there and let him come and boast about that road. 6 of them. That is what government does. Let Mr. If you are sure, and if Mr. Tinubu is also proud, tell Umahi to give you 6, 1 in each geopolitical zone. Next week, I'm visiting each one of them And I want a podium to be mounted for me there, and I'm delivering a press conference. I want to boast about it, that this road was initiated under the 2024 budget. This is the state, 60%, 70%, 80% completed. Go and do that. They can't do that. We'll be talking that they have done 360 something roads across the length and breadth of Nigeria. Nigerians are blind, they will not see it. Even if whatever you say you are doing, how much money was expended on, how much money was budgeted for it, how much money has been spent on them. If not half of those money, what is more than half of them have been stolen already. Pick 6 out of, is it difficult to pick 6 out of 300? After all, Umahi is running his mouth that all of them are nearing completion. And you can't pick 6 that your principal can come out. Give your principal, let him come. Let him come out and boast. Can't show Nigerians that. You like, you reshuffle all you want to reshuffle. You people are messing Nigeria up. You are just messing the entire country up. You can't borrow. There's nothing you can do here. And I'm going to end where I started. Is in Nigerian media. They are our problem in Nigeria because they're supposed to be the mouth, the eyes, the legs, where Nigerians cannot walk to, where they cannot reach. The media can reach there. Where their eyes cannot get to, the media have access to do that. And they have the megaphone. They have the megaphone to speak out. And in this age of social media, the social media will pick on it. There is no investigative. If you do any investigative journalist, they will come after you. But a true media will not shy away. The true media will not shy away. That is what the true media will do. They have been our problem. If we don't have media in Nigeria, let us know that we don't have media. Let's just bring CNN to Nigeria and Al Jazeera to Nigeria. Let them just be doing it. Because before you say it, they will say sovereignty. Nigeria is a state. Sovereignty at the expense of what? Sovereignty at the expense of what? A sovereign nation. When people are impoverished, people are poor as anything you can call it. Starts from, where do you want to start from? The mortality rate you want to talk about? Health system you want to talk about? Education you want? Where do you want to start from? Let's take it one after the other. And all these ministers that are in charge of all these ministries, let them come out and defend it. Not scripted interview. Let the real media, the real one, face them one by one. They will not last 5 minutes. They will not last 5 minutes in that interview. They will be disgraced out of that interview. But that's where, and I'm hearing this news about 8,000 naira. They want to distribute 8,000 naira to Nigeria again. I don't know where that is coming from. I don't know I don't know what is going. I just don't understand. 8,000 naira to 12 million, 96 billion. Just want to throw 96 billion into some people's pockets. And then they will say one minister of interior is performing. I just laugh. Nigerians we have been so daunted, we have been brought so low that we don't have standard anymore. To the point where it is the interior minister that is performing, because that's our level. They say the man is performing. They said the man is performing. Because of what? They said because of Nigerian passports. Which Nigerian passports? The man is performing. The prison where people don't go to prison if you have money. The man is performing. In a normal climb, he will be the first person to be fired before he even have the mouth to be firing people. It is the man that is in charge, his principal, Mr. Tinubu, will first of all fire him first of all before he himself even have the space to be firing people. He said he's performing. Look at how low we have come. That our standard is Tuji Ojo of the Ministry of Interior. Is our standard. Is performing. Performing what? performing. Nigerian police is under that ministry. Oh, if people don't know, it's performing. Look at the state of the Nigerian police. Anything that comes from them is a lie. You can't take it. It's a pure lie. It's just propaganda. Under his watch, look at the state of the Nigerian police all across Nigeria. Our standard has been we have no standard at all in that country. No standard whatsoever. So that if one person just do one thing, they will say, wow, we start hailing him as if what he has done, as if say he has become the Alpha and the Omega. Because there is no standard, nothing to measure him. You can't compare him with no standard in the first place. So, Mr. Tinubu, you are responsible. Everything in Nigeria today, every of our problem from A to Z revolves around naira, dollar, period. Why? Nigeria is not a production country. Entirely everything is imported. The only thing they will be touting around the place is crude oil. And when you see oil and gas, they say Nigeria export oil and gas. Oil and gas that has been mortgaged already. Nothing else. A country where to export in Nigeria should be the easiest. A country that wants to grow, to export should be the easiest thing to do. Government will deliberately make it as if you within 30 minutes you complete the paperwork for you to export anything. As long as it is legal, you can export it to anywhere. That is the role of government. Try to export anything in Nigeria today, as if it will be as if the whole hell is going to break loose. They will not even make it. They will not even make it easy for you to even export. Even those Nigerians that are entrepreneurial, that really they are looking for a way out. They just want to export. They will ask you to go and dig the burial ground of your great-great-grandfather and bring it to them before you can export. And then they are saying that they want the country to grow. So that's just all I have to say. But it's important to emphasize to the Nigerian media that they have failed Nigerians. They continue to fail Nigerians. They are not doing the work of media. We don't have media in Nigeria. It's as simple as that. People just sit down there. Nothing. They are just waiting for the lies to come from the Nigerian government so that they can come and repeat it to Nigerian people. No investigative reporting of any kind, nothing. Sometimes it can even take a media. I'm even waiting where the likes of the Nigerian media, like the Arise News, the channels, the likes of them, we come up with an investigative report and say, this report took us 1 year. So the whole of, since Mr. Tinubu to date, you have done nothing. That this report, because investigative journalism can take time to do. Real one can take time to do. That you will travel, you track them from Nigeria to anywhere they are going to, everywhere in the world, track them. Is it not this world? People are doing their own bit. The social media are doing their own bit. How much more the media that you have all the resources, the wherewithal, if truly you want to do it. By the time you start doing the real investigative journalism, you will have helped Nigeria a long way. You have failed Nigerians. If anything, this past election in Edo State, you failed again. Just sit down there in one room talking about people we talk. They will say, what evidence do you have? What evidence do you have in media to the contrary? What if they said they pack all the voting materials to INEC headquarters, which is not what it should be? Then what evidence do you have to the contrary? The Nigerian media. You've gone to bed. That is why in Nigeria you will see them election day, election time. By 8 they have closed. It's a normal thing in Nigeria. They just do their normal 8 to 4, 8 to 5. They go home. So politicians can perpetrate their crooked acts during in the middle of the night, because all of them have gone to bed. They want to resume again at 8 when everything has been done and dusted in the middle of the night. And you say you are media, where you're supposed to have your camera there 24/7, hidden camera. Hidden camera. They don't even need to see it. Just come and show people something. What stops you from doing that? So, service, I'll leave it at there for now, so that you know, let's allow other people to come in, maybe call us.
All right.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Thanks very much.
Thank you, sir. Please, there's no time limit today because just 3 of us here, you know. So, but we're going to be having our final submission right now. If you now check the submission from Mr. Jonathan and Ogashimize, you will understand where we all are coming from. In terms of INEC, according to Mr. Jonathan, if I have to add to it, there's no way we can ever get a election right in Nigeria if not just Mahmoud Yakubu changed. These guys need to be elected. INEC chairman needs to be elected. You know, not selected by the way they are doing now. Even though they remove Mahmoud Yakubu today, we are still going to face the same situation with the new person they are bringing in. Just check, for example, the CJN have been changed, right? See who is there. You know, so that's what we are going to face. You know, so for me, I'm beginning to lose some interest about Nigeria. That is if Nigeria will work anytime soon. No. It's just the truth, because we've tried every angles now. We get to understand that we have a long way to go, especially the one that just happened in Edo State now. That is enough for us to know that Nigerians are not ready yet. We are only just pretending, oh, we don't tire, we're hungry. No, we are not ready yet, because for anybody to collect any money, I understand some people are justifying it, supporting them. No, they are hungry. That's why. If you are hungry, you collected the money. Why can't you do the right thing? You know? It's crazy. It's crazy, man. Mr. Shimizi, I beg, talk to us, your final submission. Make we round up this show. We don't have enough people today, so it's a benefit for me. Shimizi, are you there?
All right. Mr. Niger Watch, thank you so much.
Thank you,
thank you for all you do. I see Joseph Oji. Joseph Oji, I saw what you said. He said, PDP, I have love with the PDP. See, my brother, the reason why I like PDP, I love PDPs. When you marry two wives, you know the, you say, oh, I may marry this one, you say, oh, it's not, oh, this woman is giving me trouble. Then when you go out and say, let me marry another one, then when you marry another one, they come to your house and see you check, and the one you having is angel to compare the one you just married. In other words, PDP is better than APC. I'll keep saying it. Even if you put GUN on my neck, I will still saying it. They are still a saint towards APC. APC is satanic. They are devilish, incarnate. They everything we talk about. They buy human being too. They do all of this. They do everything for them to get to power, to grab the power. And if they grab the power, your own is finished. What remains? Just to put you to poverty that you never think of. Look at, if you check what is going on in Nigeria today, you know that even the rich in Nigeria right now, they are not getting it. That is, in fact, it's hitting them. You know reason why this satanic what's his name? What's his name again? Joy Igbokwe. You know the reason why he came out? Because he's hitting him. So let me leave politicians just for a minute. Now, I said something earlier on. No, before this APC assumed power, I said something. I said now, and in this platform, I said, if you put money, you increase duties, you increase it, you hike it, do you think people will still importing or pushing stuff to Nigeria? I say that time, what I say is the people, the job people, they will not see work. The truckers, they will not see work. I said it, and that's what is happening. Do you know, so many of my friends, everybody have stopped sending anything because the money you hustle here. In fact, so many people down Nigeria don't know what people, we that in diaspora, what we see. No way you come to Nigeria, hey, come on, you don't know what we see here. If somebody with working day and night and just get something, push it to Nigeria, then you are making money for the customs and to the government of Nigeria. Does it make sense? The rather you put your money in your pocket or in your bank. So for me, that's the way it goes now. That's why Nigerians are getting it harder and harder and harder every day. Because so many people have stopped importing or exporting. They are doing local. So because you choose to vote for somebody that don't have anything to give to you guys, unless when you get it right, things will start working out. My brother Joseph Oji, why I love PDP, because PDP have human feelings. Believe me, if you check when I know that they have their own trouble too, but when you check two of them, you know that these people, PDP, are still good people. For me, I give it to them. So I don't know what is going on in River State. I don't know what's going on there, but whatever that is happening there is your governor, Wike, your former governor, Wike, that causing what is going on there. So anything that's going on out there, they have to talk to your governor, talk to people that's involved. They will settle their differences. But for me, it's where two elephants is fighting. The most that suffers is grasses. That's the human being are suffering. That's what same thing that happened in Nigeria. That APC satanic is governing Nigeria. The masses are suffering. So how are we going to do this? If we check what is going on in Nigeria right away, it's too bad. That people cannot see 3 square meals to eat. That's why the evil things are happening in Nigeria right away. The girls are doing olosho. Even the boys are doing, what do you call it? What do they call it? Is he no, not a baby mama. What do they call it? Whatever. So if you check all of those things, you see that things are getting out of hand. You will see small girls of 12 years, 13 years, 14 years doing Olosho. For me, I blame government, I blame the parents, because not everything I will blame government. You have to go out there and work and help yourself. Go and do the work that legitimately work. Go and do it so that you help yourself. Don't depend on what? On that man will give you. You want to go and hang out on the road. That's why so many people are dying. So many girls, so many ladies are dying today. Because if you ask them, you say, oh, things are hard. Oh, government are not doing this. What have you done for yourself or do to yourself to help yourself? You have to do something to help yourself first before you're calling your government. Now, if you ask them on the street, what do you prefer? To go and do a job of 70,000 a month or sex girl? No, they will tell you, no, I prefer to go and do Olosho, hook up and hook down, or internet ashawo, so that the 100,000 nights they got it. So how? And they're killing you there. Killing you, using you to do money rituals. After, are you going to tell me because of your government is not doing the right thing, that's why you started doing the bad thing too? You have to do the right thing to help yourself. Don't look the government, because of your government is not doing the right thing, you start doing wrong thing. Do the right thing for yourself, to help yourself and your family. That's why the Igbos are not looking. I know it's everywhere. The Igbos that doing their business, when you say they want to do this, they want to do that, but they will focus on that business and keep it going. Don't look those areas. You will hurt yourself. You will hurt yourself. Because government don't care about you guys. You have to work hard. Come here in abroad. Everybody here is working hard. Nobody's doing Olosho here. They have to work. No one gonna pay your bills. You have to pay your bills. You have to work. No one is bringing you money to pay your bill. Like Nigeria, you say, oh, when they have ghost workers, you say, oh, please, can you borrow me money? Hey, don't do it here. If you don't work here, nobody will pay you. They will just throw you out at the end of the month if you don't pay your bills. If Nigerians can come here and see how abroad, how diasporas live, you will go and tighten your belt and start working and help yourself. Nobody here is looking. Government do their own thing, but here you have to do your own stuff. Unless you want to live where government sets to live for you, for people that doesn't have that capacity to work, to live. Unless you want to go there. No Nigerian people or come here, and African people will come here and say, you want to go and live for those kind of place. You want to live where you will live, and you will train your child so your child will become human being. Not the way Nigerians does do things. You focus on people. See, people in abroad die too. You stop the way, give me money, give me money. We are hustling here. We are not picking money. We are not hush puppy. Don't feel like, oh, people are in the diaspora, they are hush puppy. We are not. We are hustling. Everybody's hustling. Unless the ones don't want to hustle, that's like so many out there. Few of them, they're inside jail now, cooling down, chilling. because they want to go fast lane. They want to do like hush puppy. You will be doing things here. They'll be watching you. The day they will remember you, they'll just carry you, pin straight to jail. Your own is done. But Nigeria will be bustling money. That is the way. Hi, my God, the way they are doing in Nigeria. Nobody. Hi, police will get you. You will take bribe from the wow. That's why sometimes I look, all this Nigeria we are crying for, are they going to get it right? Is it going to work? What is going on? How are we going to get it right? I wish the whole Nigeria will come to the diaspora and see how this place being present or their law in everything. Believe me, if you come to Nigeria, carry that same mentality you have in Nigeria and come to abroad, my friend, they will send you back, or you will start having problems every day by day, because this place is, everything is due process. You can never, in Nigeria, if you're a big man, you stay online in bank. Now, a big man can never walk inside Nigerian bank and be on the line. They will, hey, even the customer service to say, okay, come inside at the back. But right here, you will stay at line. Everything is due process. Follow line and go and buy your stuff. And you go to mall, you buy your stuff, stay on the line until you get your turn. But in Nigeria, you will see somebody because they have the money. That's corruption. They have the money. He turn around. Oh, those people that on the line, they don't have senses because they have the money. Here, everybody's equal. Here in America, everybody is equal. Even if you carry the highest car, nobody don't care to know. You see all this respect. They will just, here they don't even greet you. They just hi. Hold your Nigerian mentality to Nigeria. If you come to Rome, do like Rome. Do like Romans. Not when you are in Nigeria, you believe in that things you're doing over there, you can carry it and go somewhere and do it. And again, Nigerians, the government of Nigeria, if you want things to get done in Nigeria, bring the price of duties. Bring your price of duties of containers. That 4 million before, 3 million is now 10 to 15 to 12 million. Nobody is trying to ship anything to Nigeria. Thank you, Nigeria Watch, and remain blessed.
Okay, I got you, thank you, sir. Thank you. At least, trust me, today you get it right, for you to come into this show today when the traffic is not much and you manage.
Yes, Nigeria Watch. I thank you for all you do. Thank you for at least you give me a lot of time today. It's like I talk almost 30 minutes today.
Exactly. You are Mr. Jonathan. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
Good.
Yeah.
When I don't allow people to speak for long, you know that the traffic is much. That's why,
right.
I keep to that.
Right. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Okay, Mr. Jonathan, now your turn. Let's hear from you so that we can move on.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Evans. Yeah, let's do it fast so that you can round up before some people will come through the back door now.
You don't talk calm.
They'll just keep you here for another 2-3 hours. So let's do it and then. Yeah, to some extent I agree with Mr. Chimeze, but the other side of it is that, see, in Nigeria, I believe, and so are millions of Nigerians also, everything is about the Nigerian government. The Nigerian government is responsible for everything. Nigeria has not gotten to a state or to a point where we can shift blame and say the people are also responsible. I know that people do that a lot. Sometimes we do it either if it comes from politicians, they are being mischievous. They are doing it because it suits them. But when it comes from people that are, from our own class, where from our own class of people, Democrat, progressive, that were looking for a better Nigeria. Sometimes it is either we're doing it unconsciously or we are doing it because of lack of complete understanding. Nigeria is not a country. We have not gotten to a state where we can say, okay, the people are also responsible. See, no, we have not gotten to that point in Nigeria at all. It is like the case of a father or parent that refuse to give their child education, to send that child to school. They kept that child inside one room till that child gets to the age of 20. He can't even say 1 + 1. He cannot even handle pen. He cannot read, he cannot write. And then the child now turns to a robber, to a criminal in the society. And then the child will now say, well, we have to blame the child too. It is not entirely the responsibility of the parent. It is, the parent, they did their, it is entirely the parent's fault, 101%. You refuse, you kept a child in the house. You didn't give that child education, no enlightenment, nothing. You just kept that child in one room there, inside one house, inside one locality. The child did not know anything about school, know nothing. He didn't mix with people and everything. The only thing he knows is to mix with hoodlums and criminals. And he now becomes a giant, a problem in the society, even inside that family. And then you are now shifting blame. We have not got it. It is only a child that parents have sent to school. They have given proper education. You have done your own bit. Even if it is not up to primary school, even if it is not up to university level, but you have exposed that child, then that child cannot turn around later in his life and say it is my parents' fault. No, it is you are in fact, it is largely your fault. Some people did not even get that opportunity. They end up doing well in life. But the Nigerian case is not like that. Where is it that Nigerian government in the last 3-4 decades, this is 25 years of their so-called democracy running. Please tell me in education, go to Nigerian schools, public schools now. Where do you want to start from? Those that were born in 1999, that are now 25 years old, counting now. What is it that they know better about Nigeria in terms of education? Perhaps many of them did not even attend public schools. Some of them attend good private schools. Some of them attended good ones. Some of them attended mushroom, because they are all over the space in Nigeria. You will see good ones. You will see half-baked one. You will even see some 2-bedroom, 4-bedroom apartment. They turn them to secondary schools in Nigeria. That's the quality that we're getting in Nigeria. Everything is to the government. That's education. Talk of health. Go to our hospitals across the state, length and breadth of Nigeria. Just take those people that were born in 1999, 25 years old now, counting. Those that are between the age of, that are within that range now, age bracket of 20 to 25, that they are now adult on their own. What is it that they know about Nigeria that they can claim that this is a country? Healthcare, which hospitals? What is it that they know about housing that they can say, wow, this area has actually developed in Nigeria? Look at the housing. Low cost housing for people. Not housing for people that you just like people as if they are not human beings. Proper housing, even if it is cheap, proper housing that has all the amenities. Where is water? Some people in Nigeria, that age bracket, they have never seen pipe-borne water in Nigeria. All they know about all their life is borehole. The people that will be talking of pipe-borne water in Nigeria are people that are born 40, 45 years ago. Yes, those are the people that will say, okay, I've seen water in Nigeria running. Even a 35-year-old Nigeria most of them, majority of them have not seen pipe-borne water running, like open your tap and water running, public water running. No. Now you have to be 40 years, maybe 40, And you can't even say much about it because by that time, you are still a baby. You'll be talking of people that are in their 50s. Yes. They will say, when I was 10 years old, when I was 15, there was water in my neighborhood. I saw pipe-borne water. 35 years old in Nigeria, they've not seen, they can't say they've seen water, pipe-borne water in Nigeria. So what are we talking about? So everything is the government. All the blame entirely is the government because they have not created the enabling environment. So when people are trying to shift the blame, I think it is not. I don't think it is fair on the generality of the Nigerian people that you have to blame the people. People have their own because the people have been corrupted. Their mind have been corrupted. They don't have standard. That is why one minister can do one small thing, they will be hailing him because they don't know better. And they want the status quo to remain like that. And it's getting worse and worse and worse. Worse and worse and worse. The standard is not improving at all. It's just getting worse and worse day by day. The election we saw in Edo State 4 years ago, this one is worse than that. Implication. The one that will come, if there will be any, in 2028, that one will even be worse than this one that we're already saying that it is the worst election. The one that will come after that will even be. So there is no stand. We're just degenerating into the abyss. That's the standard in that country that we are creating for ourselves. Standard of no standard. Degenerating standards. That's what we have in that country. So for me, it is the government is very easy, very cheap to always try to find people to blame. Yes, you want to blame people. I don't see Nigerians. What do you want them to do? What do you just want Nigerians to do? If give Nigerians 1/10 of what they are asking for today, you will see the entrepreneurship that is in people. You will see people that are vibrant. You will see people that will not rely on government for anything. Just give them 1/10 of what they're asking for today. People that are very smart, that when they see opportunity, they can turn it to money in a legal way. But is it electricity you want to talk about? People that are in that age bracket of 25 years in Nigeria today, none of them have seen 24 hours of electricity non-stop. Majority of them, we say, they live in neighborhood that they have never experienced electricity 24/7. So the day those ones start seeing 6 hours, 10 hours of electricity, it's a standard. They will hail that whoever. Because that is the standard that they can use as their own barometer. That's it. So the Nigerian politicians always they find this very cheap way. Nigerians also fall into that trap. We fall into that trap. For me, it is the Nigerian government. It is debatable, but I believe that millions of Nigerians are in the same space with this position. Entirely, it is the Nigerian government. Because tell me one enabling environment that the Nigerian government has created in the last 25 years, and let's talk about that area. I've highlighted education, I've highlighted healthcare, I've highlighted housing. Please, let's talk about it because these are the fundamentals of developmental goals. Let's talk about them. That the Nigerian government is it business we want to talk about? Is it business we want to talk about? Where people have taken over the entire space? Agbiru have taken over the entire space. Iyawologians have taken over the entire space. No improvement of any kind. Nothing at all. No standard of any kind. There's no standard of any kind whatsoever. Is that what we're talking about? It's just so bad. And unfortunately also, we don't have opposition and we don't have media. What a combination. The opposition that will have been the saving grace for the Nigerian people. The media that should have added to it to put the government on our nails each and every time, they are nowhere to be found. The opposition is just an extension of the government, because that's the opportunity for them to go, collide, collude together, cooperate together with the ruling government so that they can be looting together. They can be taking their own share of the cake. That's what they see opposition to be. If not, we said Mr. Tinubu is not doing anything. We said that his policies has brought Nigeria to this point. What is the position of the official opposition on each and every policy matter? I'm not even talking of Mr. Peter Obi here, because I'll give it to him. He has played his role and he continues to play his role. I'm talking about the seated official opposition in the parliament, in the Nigerian National Assembly, like in each and every policy of Mr. Tinubu. And then in the next few months now, they will be carrying ballot again. They want people to return them back. They will be calling for election again. Don't you see how crooked and how satanic and how evil they are? These people call themselves opposition. This last election in Edo State is an aberration, is a disappointment. Before the election, I always say on this panel, I said the only saving grace that will save the people of Edo State is massive turnout. Massive turnout. There's no magic about it. Massive turnout is the only thing you can use to handicap this wicked, crooked politician. That is the people that have to come out massively. But they know that people will not come out. They are banking on that, and they are always right on that. And they do their bit to ensure that people do not come out on election day so that they can have the room to rig. And it happened. The people played into their hands. People did not come out. Because why? See, if people had come out fully, the way even if 50% of registered voters had actually come out on election day to exercise their civic responsibility, it will have been much, much difficult for them to rig successfully. They will attempt, but it will be very difficult for them to do it successfully. Yes, because they attempted the same thing in Lagos State. It's not that they did it. In fact, they did it, but that was why they are able to close it, the number, to less than 10,000 votes, which we all know was a lie. That's what will have happened in Edo State. So that's the state of Nigeria. That's where we are in Nigeria. And I don't want to forget it. I don't want to put it in the back burner. I want to re-emphasize it again. The Nigerian media is our number one problem in Nigeria. Is undoubtedly our number one problem. The Nigerian media. We don't have media. If CNN, if somebody can just bring CNN and Al Jazeera to come and do the job, I tell you, you will start seeing the transformation in Nigeria. The budget of 2024, what is the Nigerian media reporting on it so far? Because if that budget has been implemented, Nigerians will have been seen. There will be light all over Nigeria today. We highlighted it in January, in February, this budget. How much money they allocated for street lights and for solar panel in Nigeria, all across Nigeria. By now, we should have been seeing light all across, solar panel all across Nigeria. Where is the billions of naira allocated to solar panel? Where are they? Ministers that are in charge, senators, your constituency, where are you? All those billions that was allocated for those, where are these? Where are the street lights? Where are the solar panel? 3 months to go now. Where are they? Nobody is asking question. The money has been looted. The money has been stolen. And they will do it again in 2025. They will repeat it again. Because if 50% of those street lights and solar panel has been installed and the money budgeted has been utilized, Nigeria should have been lightening up by now all over the space, everywhere. Because if you look at that budget, it is street light here, street light there, budget here for street light, budget there for street light. I don't know the road. I don't know which media we have. That 2 billion naira that was allocated to Gbajamiamila constituency in Surulere of Lagos. Where is that road, Nigerian media? Have you gone there to see whether the 2 billion has actually been showcase it to Nigerians now? Side by side with that budget. Let us see it now. Let us see the state of that 2 billion naira that was allocated to Gbajamiamila constituency in Surulere Federal Constituency of Lagos Central. Where is it? For crying out loud today. And so many more like that. This same Okpeolo who become the governor now, billions of naira was allocated to his constituency for solar panel. Mr. Okpeolo, where are the solar panel in all those places? Most of them are rural areas. Where are those street panels? Those as of now, where are they? The money has been looted. The one in Akwa Ibom State, in the constituency of the Senate president, I'm thinking that by now the entire of Akwa Ibom State will have been lightening up. There should be street light everywhere, solar panel everywhere now. Why are you not showcasing it? Let's see them. After all, you budgeted for it. Where is the money? Was the money not released? If the money has not been released, why? And if they have been released, what is the state of development of this project? Tell us now. These are the work of the media. You will take the budget line by line. This is your time to start showcasing it. And then you will go after the minister. You will go after the senator. You will pursue them inside the rat hole and bring them out and say, this budget, this amount was approved for this for in your constituency. 500 million naira for installation of solar panel. We are now here now. Please come and showcase it because we have not seen anything. What are you doing? Arise News, channels, Shehu Okibaloye, the likes of Rufai. These are the things you should be asking now. Don't just sit down there and be bringing. These are the things you should be asking now. We are entering the last quarter of this budget. I'm challenging all of you. If you are a true media, these are the things. If you know that you want to save Nigeria, these are the questions you should be asking now. All those money that were allocated for those at the Ministry of Health, those hospitals in Nigeria, can you go there now and let us see the state of those hospitals in Nigeria, those money that were allocated, the billions of naira? If they have actually, take the budget. Do you want us to do it for you, to do your job for you? Take the budget, line by line, and narrow it down, that specific project. Go to that location. After all these places have names. They are not in the moon. They are in Nigeria. Go to these places with your camera, line by line with that budget, whether that amount has actually been expended. Are you kidding me? What is difficult there? If you cannot employ, go and employ university. The way have them is go and employ them. Undergraduates, train them, they will go and check. These are the things you should be doing by now. This is how you can bring them to their knees. So you want them to loot the money and go away with it, and then you will come to your stage and say there is corruption. This is how you can checkmate them. The Ministry of Digital Economy in that budget of 2024. Over 300 billion naira. Most of this money is for they call it empowerment on the Ministry of Digital Economy, and we have a minister there. where are the money? Where are those projects today, line by line inside that budget? Are we going to? I don't know how to say this. That's why I say we don't have media. Because if they have done it, truly, truly, they have done it. Truly, truly, they have done it. They will have something to shout about. Because all these things will be visible for people to see. It will have impacted Nigeria and Nigerians one way or the other. We will all be seeing it. And you people will be touting it. You will be proud of it. Your principal, the president, Mr. Tinubu, will be proud of it. But you have not done them. There is nothing to show. You have stolen the money. You have distributed the money. You have given it to party people. You have given it to your own people. You have not done this project. That is why we're still where we are now. And now you are already writing the budget for 2025. You want to repeat the same thing. People don't fear God. You don't fear God. Please. This is what we should be doing now. All effort, this is what we should be doing now. All this cabinet reshuffle, you say you want to reshuffle all you like. This is what you should be doing now. The Nigerian media, if you are listening, wherever you are, this is what you should be doing now. Go to the budget. We did this in January, in February, line by line. Or you want us to outline them for you. If you don't know them, ministry by ministry, project by project, please go there. These places have names, they have location, they attach names and location to each of these projects. Pick them randomly, go and see whether it has been done. Yes.
Mr. Jonathan, I would like to ask you, with the condition of Nigeria right now, because I know you are my wonderful analyst here, amongst others, what advice do you have for Nigerians, both home and in abroad, in terms of investment at this particular time of our economy?
Thank you. That's a very good. That's a very good question. See, if you are in Nigeria and you have your money, this is not the time. The only space when it comes to investment, the only space where you can put your money in Nigeria now and say you want to be safe is to go and buy the Nigerian bond. That's all. That's the only space where you can go now. And that is what they are doing. See, they are stealing Nigerian money and they are paying, they are using it. They didn't stop there. They will put the money back into the system and start collecting interest on it. The stolen money, remember, is a stolen money in the first place. That's the only space where Nigerians can where Nigerians can go now, and maybe you can have some respite. But you know why people who can think deeper will not want to do that? Because this government, if somebody comes up tomorrow and change and decide to turn things around in Nigeria for good, every one of such people will lose their money 100%. If somebody comes tomorrow, what I said in my earlier submission, and said, I'm pegging Naira to 200 Naira or 100 or 150 to $1, the entire investment goes down the drain. And that is why they don't want to. That is why they are protecting themselves. So that is the only fear for people who are Nigerians who are. That is the only risk that you have. If not, if you take that out, please, it's a feed day for you. Go and be collecting their free, because they need the cash that you are giving them so that they can spend it. And when it is time to pay you, they will print Naira and then they will give you the Naira again. So it's just revolving. It's like a circle. So they don't have problem with that. So if you also have Naira that you want to put there, you put it there and you'll be collecting your free money, 25%. That is massive. Especially somebody who wants to protect his money. You don't want to risk your money. 25% is massive. You are doing nothing. You are just collecting 25%. Instead of bringing like Mr. Chimeze was talking about, people are not importing again. Yes, why would they import? When you import that, Tinubu is collecting taxes on you through custom duty. Nigerians don't have the capacity to buy the way they used to anymore. So if you bring it into Nigeria, your sales is not going to be as fast as it used to be, because people don't have that much money to spend anymore. And even if they do, they are not making as much as they used to make anymore. And even if they are still making that much, the value is no longer, it's not there. So that's why importers, they are not bringing in things any longer. That is why I said things will get worse and worse and worse. There is no way you want to slide.
So for Nigerians in diaspora now, you advise us to invest in abroad or stay invest in Nigeria?
You stay the only place where you can stay invested in Nigeria is in the Nigerian financial sector.
Can I say something there?
Yeah.
Can I say something there? In fact, Mr. Davis, in that area, I don't advise anybody to go and invest in Nigeria. Believe me, investment you did in abroad is number one, is guaranteed. So if you invest, let's assume you have a house here. In fact, the house appreciates, the house it got this year, little renovation you're going to put there, by next year, boom, the house, the volume will go up. So many people right here now, they are investing here. I know one of my guy, I had series of houses here. So, and he's paying him. You know here, not that you will chasing people around to pay you. See, if you have a house here, has a property here, you and court is that one, and our court here always on your side, because they know that anybody that has property here, they have a lot to spend. So it's better you invest in abroad than Nigeria. Thank you.
You see, when you invest in abroad, if you are someone, right, who is not you just want to protect your money, you can stay abroad, just stay there. But if you want to make fast money, as Nigerians, most Nigerians always like to do, see, what stops you from doing that in Nigeria? See, if you have $100,000 and you take it to Nigeria today and you convert it, let's just say it's 160 naira. That's 160 billion, right? That's 160 billion naira. If you give that 160 billion, walking into the bank in Nigeria today or through your banker and give them the 160 billion and collect 25%, that's 40 billion naira, right? That's 40 billion naira there for you. If you divide the same 40 billion again to US dollar, see how much that 40 billion has given you. You see, that 40 billion in naira, if you divide it by 1,600, has given you $25,000 profit. So it's as simple as that. It's not going to get simpler than that. It's not rocket science. It's simple. So if you take the $100,000, you take it to Nigeria today, and you put it there in their bond and say you want to collect your 25%, Nigerian government will give you, and you can decide to collect that 25 million. You can be collecting it every month, or you can be collecting it every quarter, which means that they will be sending you about 7 million naira every three months, about 8.2 million or thereabout every three months. You will be collecting your money now. You know, so it's just like that. But the risk is this: if what I proposed earlier, which is what right-minded people who are in this space, the people, the technocrats, the economists, we have them in Nigeria, we have them in the diaspora. If they enter the Nigerian space today and they allow them to work, remember, and they said Naira today is now 250. You see that all this calculation that I made now it crashes right off straight away. It crashes. Your 100,000 will barely give you $2,500. Yes, your 100,000 will barely give you $2,500. So it will be better for you to stay put with your 100,000 in the diaspora, either in UK, in America, in Europe. It's better. You will get better. But now you will get more in Nigeria. But that is the only risk. You see, what I'm saying is what they are doing. I'm saying they are hearing it. It's what they are doing. And because, Nigerians, where Nigerians are making money, they will not leave. They will stay put there until they buy, unless they buy them. Nigerians will not go where they are making money. Rather, they will be putting more and more and more. I just use that is $100,000 that I use. Some of these people are putting $10 million. So just times it by 100. The $25,000 by 100 times it. That is $2.5 million. Some of them are making like that. That 25,000 analysis that I do, some of them are making it every day. Every day. This status quo in Nigeria, even if they use government money, they will not pay salaries. They will take government money, go and double cross the money. You put the money there in government bond. It is not their money, remember, but the interest they are collecting is their own. And when time comes, they will now return the money back. That is even if they do. Some of them will even attempt to run away with that money. Case in study, Yaya Bello, and many other governors too. They will use this money. They will be collecting on this money. That's why they will not pay. They will not do the public service, education, transportation, healthcare. That's where they go and tie this money. They go and tie this money there at the expense of the people, collecting this interest. And the central bank and the finance minister will come out and be running the amount. They have raised $2 billion today. Which $2 billion? You are only paying Peter to rob Paul to pay Peter. It's the same money that two people stole. You bring it back. The money that you should have used in the first place. That's why I say stop borrowing, because they use the money for good and stop borrowing. So borrowing, you cannot borrow yourself out of this mess. And you got to bring Naira down. You got to bring dollar, the rates. You got to bring it down. There's no magic wand about it. With whatever they can do, whatever they want to do is not going to happen. The only way, there's only one sure bet. If the Naira will still be 1,006, whether it goes to 2,000, whether it goes to 5,000, I care less if Nigeria becomes productive. If the country is now producing at a rate, even if 5%, 10%, 20%, Nigeria begins to be a productive country, they are now producing, it does not matter. Dollar can be 2,000. I mean, Naira, a dollar, yeah, dollar can be 2,000 Naira, can be 2,000. It does not matter, because people are not bringing those things in. We have countries like that all over the world. A good example, case in study, is South Korea. Their currency to dollar, their wand to dollar, is in the thousands. It doesn't matter. But when you are not producing, you got to bring the rate down. And if you don't bring the rate down, then there is no way out. And they know this. They know this for a fact. So every other thing they are just doing in Nigeria, they are just, they want to do their own, steal what they can steal, and other people will come, they will continue the lies. It's as simple as that. There is no magic, it's not rocket science, it's not complicated. They got to turn Nigeria around, allow people, Nigerians who are entrepreneurial. Look what they are producing in the southeast in Nigeria today. What they are producing in the southeastern Nigeria today. If Nigeria open up and allow them to begin to export, make it easier for them to export this product outside Nigeria, start taking it out of Nigeria, make it easier for them. Go and set up warehouses. It is the Nigerian government. I don't know how to put it, how to say it emphatically. It is Nigerian government that will deliberately, out of our way, we go to London, we go to New York, we go to California, we go to Boston in America, we go to Germany, all across Europe, and open warehouses across the space. This 96 billion that one person will just put in his pocket will give you 10 times warehouses that I've mentioned across the world. Open the warehouses for Nigerians all over the place. That's how China did it. Let them bring your goods there. As long as you will also pay Nigerian government in dollar in your taxes also. So when you earn your dollar, when you earn your taxes in dollar in US, your Nigerian government will also collect taxes in dollar. When you earn your pay in pound, Nigerian government will collect pound from you. Make it transparent like that. Give Nigeria, help them to export. Let them take Nigeria. Just load it. You know, when China have been doing all these things in the 80s, in the early 90s, they export anything exportable out of China. Before we know what is happening, China has cornered the whole world. Take Nigerian products. Southeast Nigeria is enough. Take all these massive products they are producing there. Nigerian government, it is you that will help them. You will help them. You will create the enabling environment for them deliberately, consciously. You will go out and say, bring those products. And you start marketing, they will start marketing it, and then you track it. What stops Nigeria? What stops Nigeria? Come to United Kingdom, come to America, and create a store. Create your own store in United Kingdom or in America. Massive store. 90% of items in that store, they are all import, they are all from Nigeria. That's what China did now, and they are still doing it today. Bring it on. If they want to attack us, you block them in Nigeria. It's fire for fire. Everybody stand on his own. Every country is protecting herself. All those cheap products they will be producing in Nigeria, we take them to America, we take them to UK. You establish your own outlet in UK, in United Kingdom. In North America, they call them dollar store. Dollar store. Enter dollars, what they call dollar store in America. Anywhere in America, in Canada, they're all over the space. 99.9% of the item inside, they are all from China. Why can't Nigeria do the same? Take our product out. Take them out and sell them. Nigerians will be earning money. Start processing. Massively, consciously and deliberate action from the Nigerian government. And you will see Nigerians turning to million. You will see millionaires. Millionaires will be like in China, they call them factory. We call them factory millionaires. Who are all across the length and breadth. You see them driving Ferrari. 22, 23-year-old boy. All of them driving massive cars. They call them factory millionaires. You can do the same thing in Nigeria. Nigerians will turn to millionaires. Millionaire will become nothing in Nigeria. Because we create millionaires as sin. And then you start collecting in dollars, revenue in dollars, tracking it. You want to tell me if Nigerian government helped a local factory in Abia today to get that factory to United States, create a warehouse for that United States, Nigeria will not track the sales. Nigerian government will not track the sales and tax him right there and collect dollars in taxes. Same thing. All across board, we can do it. That's the only way. For me, if Mr. Tinubu, your people, I don't know It's not rocket science. That's the only way you can turn Nigeria around. If you are still sitting on this, it's like United States of America, sitting on Boeing, the aircraft manufacturer, and that Boeing is the mainstay of our economy. You think US will be where they are? We all know that one aircraft will cost you like $300 million. Nigeria is sitting on crude oil and say crude oil is the only thing. We have a long way to go. If US is sitting on Boeing and say because one aircraft costs about 250, 300 million, and they are sitting on Boeing, Boeing is our mainstay. No, Boeing is not their mainstay. Boeing is not their mainstay. There are other products, other manufacturers, other manufacturing products that are exporting massively out of the United States. Those are the mainstay of the economy. It is not Boeing, even though one aircraft will cost 300 million. Before they sell one aircraft, 300 million. Other smaller items in the billions have been sold. Before Nigeria will be fighting around crude oil, before they get 1 billion in crude oil, do you know how many products will have been sold outside? Times 10 of that. And we have all these factories all over Nigeria. They are just there. Go to market, goods are just wasting away. Instead of the government to support local manufacturers, deliberately support them. We can capture the entire of West Africa, the auto industry. Deliberately capture it. We have the capacity. If you support these people, support these manufacturers, local manufacturers, and lead by example, we can capture the entire of West Africa. That's what we need in Nigeria. That's what the state of Nigeria needs today. There is no magic wand about it. You cannot rob your way out of it. It's not going to happen. The only way is to turn the economy to a productive economy, reduce the rate of deliberately bring it your own. Nobody, see, Nigeria is a state, it's a sovereign nation. If you wake up tomorrow and say dollar is 100 to $1, 100 naira to $1, the world is not going to crumble on Nigeria. It's not, Nigeria is just a tiny space in the scheme of things in the entire world. The world is not going to crash. Our economy will come out stronger out of it. Thank you very much, Mr. Elvis. Thanks for the opportunity.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Thank you very much, Mr. Jonathan. I learned a lot from you today. Thank you.
Mr. Elvis,
you don't talk rich with us. Yes, sir.
People already, but yeah, there's one thing about what Mr. Jonathan. I want to put something like people. I know people that export from here. When they export, when they export finish, get to Nigeria, they say their goods, say their container, and they would like to bring the money back. The exchange rate will make them to bring the money back. So now, since this guy assumed the office, so no one can do that no more. Now, rather, you say the thing, you leave the money there. So you see where the problem lies. So that's the reason why people here now stop that. So it's so bad. Thank you.
Thank you, Ogashimize. God bless you, sir. Mr. Jonathan, once again, thanks for that wonderful submission. Okay, Oga CM, thanks for joining us. We want your closed door, so and you just come in. Okay, you have the opportunity to also air your view on the state of the nation. Talk to us, sir. Good evening to
you. Good evening, Niger Watch. I hope I'm coming out clear. Am I?
You're not clear.
No. How can?
They hear you, but I say you knew buy one speaker like that, and the speaker they do shubu Tinubu.
Jesus Christ. Anyway, good evening, everybody. Good evening, Niger Watch. Jonathan, well done. Chimezie, you are welcome. Let me to greet you myself. Actually,
thank you, my brother, Dr. Stien.
Actually, you see, Joe Igbokwe, Hardship, those who will rescue Nigeria, not yet born. Now, lie. They are here, but we don't want to give them chance. P2B is there. It is not true. You see, I was listening to what Jonathan was saying, or Jonathan said. This is the type of plan P2B have wanted to bring on board. You don't look at your, even if it's $1 to 1 million naira. So far, you are producing. In fact, you even want your naira to be weak, such that anybody, any part of the world, you make them lazy. Don't you see China made the world sort of lazy? If you want anything, they go to China. They manufacture, so they have jobs. That's what you do, so that Nigeria will say, look, they don't care about our naira. Deliberately, you devalue it, so that if you have a Danish krona, maybe 100, you say, why should I be doing this here? Let me take it to Nigeria. Can get me a container. You move down. That is the thing. So Nigerians will now be walking around the clock, 24-hour factory everywhere, springing up. People are getting jobs, buying flashy cars, living good life, because they know that the world is depending on them to produce anything they need. That is the economy. That's why P2B said, we forget about oil. Face agriculture, the vast agricultural land of the north, turn into a vast area for production, then open up the whole seaport in the south and the south. Open everywhere, because you have to be exporting. When you start exporting, we are not looking for naira. Everything we do in Nigeria we're not looking for dollar. Anything we want to do in Nigeria, we use our naira. The world will be bringing dollar to us. That is the meaning of economy. It's common sense. If we know of this type of thing, they like it in Europe. Maybe if it's strawberry, they like it in the UK. We make the farmers here lazy. The one we grow in Nigeria, export it here, it will be cheaper than the one they cultivate here. So people will say, why can't I go? Tesco will say, let me get it from Nigeria. Asda will say, package it for us. Every day, shipload of strawberries leaving Nigeria to UK. So that's all. That is just the money. But those that claim they own Nigeria read P2B out. Okay, implement his manifesto. They refuse. And look at the condition Nigeria is now. So it's a shame, really. So when Joe Igbokwe say those that will rescue Nigeria are not yet born, he doesn't know what he's saying. They are here. In fact, we are even letting them to that. Can you imagine with P2B in power, the type of people he will recruit? Because there are certain things you may not know. He wouldn't like his economic distance to say P2B with Dati Baba Ahmed, two of them sitting down and then crafting it that we want to export every food grown in Africa, we will export it. No need for crude oil, it will just be a case of, okay, now nothing is manufacturing an electric car. Nothing is manufacturing an electric car. So what else? Petrol or no petrol, all you need to tell us is that how do we subsidize it so that at least public buses will be using electric. The one I saw can go for 430 kilometers before the battery runs that. In other words, you can take it from Calabar to Lagos. I think it should be up to that number of kilometers in a day before you charge it again. So you can imagine this type of a public bus everywhere using battery. So that's a crude oil or refinery. So Dangote will be exporting to other African countries that need it. In Nigeria, we play down on it. So there are certain things you wouldn't like to do. You might be in your car watching TV because the TV. You see, there are a lot of things to come with technology, but I don't know why. The present Agbado government want to punish Nigerians. There are opportunities, but they don't want the man with idea to implement simply because of ethnic or tribal sentiment or religion. Otherwise, I do not see why. What else does he need? We have the manpower. This is what China did. After the year 2000, Nigeria was better than China. Ask anybody. The year 2000, up to the turn of the millennium, Nigeria was better than China. They now have to devalue their currency massively, invest in so many infrastructure. The country now boom. By 2005, 2010, the world is hearing about. Today, China is behind the United States. The only thing is that America gave a lot of gas. America is how many $1 trillion economy? China is not up to $1 trillion. Then I don't know, but it's still much more in dollar. GDP. Sorry. So I don't know what else do Nigerians need to do. Germany has a special industry called Bank of Industries. The way you and I can go to Zenith Bank or Access Bank or GT Bank in Nigeria and open an account. That Bank of Industry is only for industries to go and open an account, nothing like individuals. And government will pump money into there. The industries will borrow, recapitalize their business, and then start production. That's why Germany, everywhere is industry in Germany. They don't care. Before, because they are using euro, before German mark is very cheap currency. Naira is higher than German mark. But that is what they do. So in our own case, Joe Igbokwe, if he's listening, no, you are wrong. Those that we rescue Nigeria have always been in Nigeria, but they are not giving chance. That is the issue, and that's why we are that's why the suffering. I don't know when it's gonna end. Otherwise, why should we be talking of importation? Nigeria should not be an import-dependent country. Even if we want to import, let it just be machinery that we can produce. But if anything can manufacture electric car, is that not Tesla? What we are hearing abroad, electric car, now it's being done in a So what else? It tells you that we have the capacity to, that is, manufacture cars that will be used in Nigeria only. It's okay, so that we depend less on petroleum. All this idea of landing cost, subsidy, those grammar. You don't need it. Now there is compressed natural gas, CNG. They say that one is far cheaper, and it can be done. The gas is being flared in a Warri area, or is it SS Cravos, wasting Ogoniland, the gas flare. So it's a shame, really. When we're talking of the economy in Nigeria, it's pains. We have everything. What so many countries in Europe do not have. Nigeria has got it, but I don't know why. And we are borrowing money. Is it not a shame? A country like Nigeria going to go and borrow why? When you have everything. Develop your country, no way. Give P2B a chance, no way. Let P2B and Dati Baba Ahmed do it, no way. Now they are talking of giving one illiterate power after Tinubu. So how can that be possible? So which means we continue to suffer. That's what it means. The suffering will continue. And the world cannot, because the world is even envious of Nigeria. They can't do for you what you can do for yourself. Look at Ajokuta Steel. That's gone. Dangote built a refinery. Nobody knows. We're still paying as if we don't even have a drop of crude oil at all. Why not encourage, like Innocent now, you encourage him, say, look, to play down this, we need electric buses for cities. Nothing, electric bus is like, you don't it's a zero emission now because it's electric. Nothing like this or that. Just charge the battery and then it starts going. Everything is electric. Encourage the person, say you give him so billion naira. We want you to keep manufacturing now for the next 5 years. What nothing we do is that you expand your capacity. You can be manufacturing in one plant. BMW, they use it in Africa. It's not from Germany. It's assembled in South Africa. The one they drive in the Middle East is somewhere in UAE. BMW, the one they use in UK, it doesn't come. It's somewhere in UK here. So that is how it develops. So all over Nigeria, nothing plant will spring up almost in every geopolitical zone. You put it there, and then before you know it, electric cars, electric buses in Nigeria. If you want to travel from Ibadan to Lagos to Ogbomoso to Abuja, electric. That is it. So you don't need all those things, and it will be cheaper because all you need is to charge the battery. It's not hard to maintain. Nothing like oil is leaking. The other one, because there's nothing like crude oil. Oil doesn't go into the engine, no petrol, no diesel. So nothing is leaking. Everything is like charge. The way you charge your phone and they connect. But the people at the helm of affairs in Nigeria, it's a shame. They don't want to. It's just wickedness because they know all these things. Why do you want to suffer us? And you are going out to go and borrow money that you will pay with interest. Why? When you have opportunity of developing this. So to that extent, Joe Igbokwe should take back what he said. Then I think the other one, Edo election was on June 12th. Okay, I listened to the interview, but well, all I know is that we all know that Edo election was massively rigged. Since Aswa Igodalo is going to the tribunal, like I said yesterday, I support him for one thing. Because if you allow this injustice unchallenged, the next election cycle, they will tell you that all you need to win Edo State is to win ESACO, East West Central. Look at what the chap said, that the voting population of Oredo alone is bigger than the whole of ESACO. He said it today, and it was a shocker. So that is to tell you the rigging. Oredo local government, cosmopolitan, with the densely populated, yet the vote they are talking of the whole of ESACO. So that is why it is good for him to go to court. I mean, to the tribunal. Since he has the resources, time, energy, money, let him try. I wouldn't discourage him because some of these things, just to place it on record and we see what will come out of it. You cannot tell me that somebody, if you win in 2 senatorial districts in Edo State, Central and South, yet you still cannot win. And this, when you, even the whole South alone, it's only when you add in, and then somebody who won only on the North, clear, and then they start giving you thousands of votes. So I listened to the man's interview. It was quite, what is it called, shocking. And I now remember he was the person in the night of Saturday 21st, a week ago, who stood there in front of INEC office at night because they presented PDP agents. I remember it was him. So he knows what he's saying. If he's to give evidence, he will bring the video clips. This is me standing outside. They couldn't allow us. They were there writing results. I don't know. Well, if Nigerians will take everything, to be honest with you, Nigerian situation is just that if you're discussing it, you will feel so depressed. But on the whole, you look at it, it's like the opportunities are bound. What should be done? We have it. We know what to do. Within 2 years, Nigeria will turn around. But because of this wickedness, you don't want to do something. Why not? Nothing alone is enough to launch Nigeria in terms of this transport that people are paying through the nose. You solve the problem of petrol permanently. That's all you need to do. Invest massively in it. Then the unit cost of producing a car and bus will drop. It's electric. When you buy it, all you need to be just to charge it. Can it go to mechanic? I doubt it. Unless maybe a tire you change. The thing will be running efficiently, no less noise, and it's moving. Very clean. That is what the world is going into. And if care is not taken, if industry is not producing it in future, Nigeria will tell you they're importing electric car, but it's not being produced. So why not encourage the person? It's a good industry. Encourage the person. Invest there. You collect your money back with tax. But I don't know why they don't want to do all this. I don't know, to be honest. I'm really Nigeria. In fact, I've known that. It is really, this Tinubu, I don't know whether he remembered what he's doing. That's why I said in his October speech, if he doesn't want, let him resign. To be honest, let him just resign and tender apology and get. Because there's nothing happening. Nigeria is worse off. You can't buy petrol. Even if you see it, you queue. After being on the queue for hours before you get a petrol, and it's not easy to get. Even your money is worth nothing. You import everything. The hardship is real. Anyway, the hardship is real, but the solution is there, but they don't want to take it. I don't know why. If God did not want Nigeria to be savaged, P2B shouldn't come up. He came up at the right and with the right answer, and we've seen it. Tinubu, why not do something? All you are interested is making your friends good, and corruption is every time. Why are you looking at Dangote? Like one man said, Buba Galadima. Dangote cannot produce petrol. NNPC will be selling it for him. NNPC, why not have you repair your own refinery? Leave Dangote to sell directly to the public. I understand Dangote supply at the rate below 500 naira a liter. That's what they give to NNPC. NNPC will then be selling 1,200. Does it make sense? That's what Buba Galadima said. Let them take him on below 500 naira a liter. That's what Dangote may be producing to sell to NNPC. NNPC will now put their own. It's like a criminal gang now. It's a shame, really, to be honest. It's a shame. Sometimes you say you won't say all these things, and when you look at it, and then you start to wonder, what is the purpose of government? Do they take interest in seeing Nigerians suffer? Everything is meant for us to enjoy life and then to rescue our country, but nothing. Things are still as difficult as they used to be, even getting worse. So for Joe Igbokwe to be lamenting, I thought he knows that he was letting him go to Babylon, and then from Babylon they will call him in Aso Rock. He will say, your boy, they're here. At least they give him something. But for him to lament and be suggesting this, is also taking a swipe on Tinubu. Those who will rescue Nigeria are not yet born. So which means Tinubu is not among them. And that is the man that tells you, Ashwaju. They will teach you leadership. Now look at his lamenting. It's a shame, really, to be honest. It's a very big shame. Well, I don't really think there's any other thing that deserves they say, okay, this Bobrisky minister vows to publish offenders. Well, Bobo is risky. And really, such news, it doesn't interest me, just that it's an expose that you can be convicted in Nigeria without going to prison. You will be somewhere cooling off, maybe for 2 years or 3 years. You come out, or for if you can pay the price. So what a country we are in. Why if you get a Yahoo boy, they will be shouting, they are arresting criminals. But if you get a high-profile person, they go and put him in one flat, maybe with a domestic staff to look after him or her. So far, the person paid the price. So that is the thing anyway. I think I have to stop here. I really do not. I only said.
Oga CM, thank you very much.
Mr. Elvis, please,
yes,
permit me. Just want to add to just two things to what Dr. CM said. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. See, let me touch on the last one first. You said the Dangote, they are selling 500 naira. Dangote is selling 500 naira to NNPCL, and NNPC in turn now selling for 1 million. Well, I've never seen that story corroborated by Dangote refinery directly, if that is true. But if that were to be true, or that becomes true, it is possible. The only way is that we know that, then that will be a confirmation that they are giving Dangote free crude oil. So Dangote is only being paid the cost of refining plus profit on top. That's the only way it is logical for Dangote to sell for 500 naira to them. So there's no any other way to spin it even
then, Jonathan, you will know that since NNPC, let me just say NNPC is selling 1,200 naira a liter, isn't it? There is no way they will get it 1,200 naira a liter from Dangote and sell to the public the same amount, isn't it?
No. So those are the obvious things there. Exactly. It's either they are confirming that yes, they are giving them free crude oil.
Yeah.
That's the only way, because Dangote is not there to work for free. No, exactly. That's not possible. The other thing you mentioned, which is very profound and very easy also, profound but easy for anybody who loves Nigeria. You find yourself at the position of authority, at the highest level, as a leader, as a president, and you love Nigeria. Yeah. And Nigerian politicians, okay, give it to them that they love their Toyota, right? They love their Land Cruiser, they love their Prado and their Highlander and all the rest, all those SUV, Toyota SUV, and you love it. Okay, fine. Then why not ask Toyota to come to Nigeria and be producing it in Nigeria?
Exactly. Like they used to do all those Volkswagen of Nigeria, Toyota.
So that's why you will know that, yes, some group of people are benefiting from this. If you love Nigeria, this is not a policy that is a policy that Mr. Tinubu, you are killing Nigeria. If you love Nigeria, this is a policy. This is a policy that will come from executive order. You don't even need anybody. You don't even need somebody to even come and tell you. It's direct and simple. I know that we love our Prado. We love our Land Cruiser. We love our Toyota SUV. Yes, we love them. Nigerians, and you don't want to deprive Nigerians from what they love if you have your money. But Toyota, you must come to Nigeria and start assembling. Because when you do that, you will employ Nigerians. You're not going to bring Japanese to come and be working in that factory or those assembly plants. Bring them, let them compete with what do you call it, Inoxin. Bring it.
It's true.
It's simple. Yeah, it's so sickening that they will be spending these billions of dollars every year importing these cars in, and then in another breath you'll be saying there is no dollar. When you are the one taking the dollar yourself, throwing it out, and then in another breath you will say there is no flow. There is no flow of dollar. You are searching for dollar. The one that you have, you are throwing it away. Can't you just keep that one? Tell them to come to Nigeria and start manufacturing it in Nigeria if you want to sell. Nigerians want to buy. Yes, they want to buy their Cruiser and their Prado. They want their bulletproof. Come and do it here. That's what all those countries, you see all those countries, that's when you say BM, they produce BM, the one they use in other countries.
In South Africa,
that's the deal. That's the deal with those countries in exchange.
I don't really need to go far. There's a car called Nissan. Everybody knows Nissan is a Japanese car, isn't it?
Yes.
Nissan. The Nissan they use in UK is produced about maybe 20 miles or 25 miles from where I live, in Sunderland. That is the plant. Japanese put it here. That's one. Then there is this one. What is it called? There's another. Most of these cars they use in UK. So far, they are not like all the German Volkswagen. They have a plant here.
I know that Kia. I know that Kia also have their plant in UK.
Listen, an Englishman cannot tell you, or British, say if Germany you produce everything, then they bring ship, they carry and like finished product. No, they say come and put a plant here. At least the gate man you go pay him. The clerk you go pay him. You see how they create job and the Germans will produce it here and sell it here. Do you see it? So that is what Nigeria should be doing, but they don't want. Now let me just reply the person Sendan. He said, I have nothing against the man, that is P2B. I mean, but P2B is not the answer. Let us be honest. He was governor in Anambra. Is Anambra like London, Dubai, or Kigali? Tell yourself the truth. We need a fighter. Listen, my brother. The economy of Anambra is like 1/36. If you can manage small things better and show efficient economic management, they can trust you with big things. That's what people are saying. P2B cannot, the money Nigeria is having, Anambra doesn't have it. The little Anambra has, P2B was able to use it to develop the state. Yes, it cannot be like Kigali. After how much is that? Is it not the money, whatever they give you at the end of the month? That is the thing. If they share money, they give, and the Anambra is not taking the lion's share in Nigeria, not even a top 6. We are not. Even top 10, I don't think so. So the little they give you from the, what is it called, from Federal at Abuja, then the one you generate between Onisha, maybe Newi and the Oka in those days, then you add it, that's your monthly, you pay. The P2B was able to prudently manage it to the extent that he was able to build so many infrastructures for Anambra, saved money, did not borrow shishi. So it's a good. So can you imagine if somebody managing Nigeria is not borrowing money? Let me tell you, what people said about Awolowo. They said when Awolowo after the war was the Minister for Finance, I read it somewhere. He said he managed Nigerian economy without borrowing kobo. Haven't you heard it? He said Awolowo managed Nigerian economy without borrowing kobo. That's what they always say. He said because then Nigeria wasn't borrowing, probably because of oil, but that's okay. So can you imagine Peter Obi being president and using that same system? Because what we have is profligacy. That is what is killing Nigeria, my friend. That is what is killing Nigeria. You can't. It's all, Nigeria is not supposed to be borrowing because we have more than enough talent. And when Peter Obi was in Anambra, you only limited to the talent you have in Anambra now. Remember Nigerian politics. Supposing you see somebody way good for good state, by the time you employ them, people go say, they are not our place. Why do you take from us? But if you are president of Nigeria, it doesn't matter. Tinubu nodded, they populated the government with Yoruba cabinet, everything. But is he helping? Buhari did the same. Why not spread your hand, take talent from any part of the world, and use them to do what you want to do? So that is what we are saying. Don't take what you judge is if somebody can do well in a small thing and you see results, you give him. That's why he's aiming for higher. It's the same principle. If I manage 100 naira, manage it very well, it means that I can manage 1,000 naira very well. That's what it means. Because I will still apply the same principle I use. That's what I will use. So that's what we are saying. It's not that Nigeria will, even if it will become Nigeria can be Dubai in 5 or 10 years, it will be difficult. But we know we are moving. You will now see what they call discipline in government, physical discipline. You can't be wasting money. When universities, lecturers, look at our universities. You see Department of Chemistry in the university, they are using kerosene stoves to heat as Bunsen burner. No gas. What I'm telling you, listen, kerosene stoves, no gas. Why? Say we doesn't got money for gas. Lecturers are sounded that they are going on strike. How much will it cost a lecturer? How much does it cost House of Assembly, National Assembly? 160 million to buy one car for one person. Do you know that 160 million, how many professors he could pay in a university? Why can't they use the innocent car as a senator? Use made in Nigeria or the one they made in Lagos. So this is what we are talking. No, you can't go to China and you see made in China car. A minister will be using made in American car. It's not going to happen. In Germany, they use their made in a Germany car. They can't go and use the car made in Sweden because we are creating jobs there. That is what we are saying in Nigeria. If I'm president of Nigeria, look, I will run the MTN. I run them out of town, but I won't tell them. What is the name? My Kanenoga has Glow. I will call my Kanenoga. Say my Kanenoga, we know this is your staff strength. This is how many people you employ, and this is what you are capable of doing. We want to give you more money so that you expand your network and make it the best. Let it be better than MTN. The Kanenoga will welcome it. He said that we want you to employ more Nigerians. Before you know it, everybody will be going to Glow. MTN will crash. That is because when they ask you, say, this is Nigeria, you encourage them. And when people see that my Kadenoga government, then so many billionaires or millionaires will say, we want to have another network. Nigerians will be competing among themselves because of government patronage. So MTN will quietly, if can use tax to finish MTN, they will go back to South Africa because what we are trying to do is we are protecting your own indigenous industry. MTN makes money in Nigeria and takes it to South Africa. They moved their head office from South Africa, like I had, to Nigeria because there are more people, 200 million people in Nigeria, as against about 50 million in South Africa. Don't you know there's more market here? And Glow is here in Nigeria. The people say Glow Network, Nigeria should have Glow. That the same thing with airline, APs. That is the simple way. All this job no day, job go day. And Glow will tell you that we need more. We need to employ up to 50,000 engineers to come and work in different things all over the country. People will take it up. Before you know it, everybody will say, nah, I better use the Glow Network. It's better. There's a thing they give you weekend free for this, because the money is there. Nigeria put their money behind Glow. That is the way it is done abroad. Without British government subsidizing the cost of milk, you go have people where they UK to buy milk. You go there expensive, but they put it behind the farmers. Egg. See, in UK, bread, egg, and milk is one of the cheapest food you get. Bread, milk, every day. So it's when you ask, they say government is giving the farmers. So that is how government will do. That's why government exists. You fund your business, use it as your own. You don't care. If Glow is in South Africa with MTN, you see that the government of South Africa will be helping MTN more than Glow. If you don't like, you go now. This is not their country. That is the way it is done. But Glow, my Kadenoga is struggling. If you ask anybody in Nigeria, oh, I use MTN, what of Glo? Their network is get at the bill or sometimes. Yes, because it's Nigeria. They can't compete. South African government is helping MTN. Why can't Nigerian government help my Kadenoga? That is the way you, because provided the deal is we want you to employ 10,000 graduates every day for the next 5 years. Is it possible? Yes. How? You work out the deal. Bring the tax where you're going to pay down, then you're going to employ more people. That is economy. Nigeria don't want to use all this. That is the problem we are having. Jonathan, continue. Thank you.
All right. Augustine, thank you very much, sir. You see, we don't get two people who can join us now. All right. Oga Chris, it's good to have you on the show, sir. Good evening to you. I bet talk to us. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, good evening, sir. Hello, sir. Sorry for coming late. Thanks for taking me in despite coming very late. And let me quickly just start with the people on the panel. I have to mention their names individually for holding the fort. Mr. Jonathan and Chimeze Umejaku Ogasa and Dr. CM. I greet all of you. Do well. And Mr. Adua, good evening, Mr. Adomo. Mr. Ajawa, once again, good evening to you. It's nice to be with you this evening. Mommy Diaspora, I want to say happy mid-weekend celebration to you. Yes, I got that right. Thank you so much. God continue to bless you and the people in the comment section. Just want to say good evening to you all. Nice job you guys are doing there. Continue to enrich in the debate. And thank you so much. And of course, the people listening to us from all over the world. Just trying to say good evening to you all. Yeah, it's good to be together again this evening to keep on saying what we've been saying for years. Those are the things affecting you and I, the things affecting the nation, the things that have been like an albatross around the neck of Nigeria and Nigerians in its entirety. The issues are clear. The issues are clear, but the problem is that how do we find a solution that will be all-encompassing, a solution that is acceptable by everybody? Because I've come to the realization that somehow, everybody just want the nation to work, but we are looking at it from different perspectives. And despite our zeal, desire, and enthusiasm for our nation to work, and some of us are actually doing things that are contrary to what our expectations are. I.e., we want to go left, that's our expectation, but our actions are pointing towards the right direction. You see, so if we continue pulling at that, at the end of the day, the effort put in is completely zero, because you are dragging to the left-hand side and your thoughts are moving to the right-hand side. So I think that's been the problem with our nation. Look at the analysis. I think I came in when Mr. Jonathan was talking about Korean vehicles being used in Nigeria and stuff like that, and then that was picked up by Dr. CM. You see, this is some of the things some of us have been saying. It is actually the basis of my view when it comes to colonialism and the influence of the West on African leaders. In all sincerity, do we really need to take permission from the West in order to enforce it that every single vehicle that is being used in Nigeria had to be made in Nigeria? Made in Nigeria or assembled in Nigeria, in the sense that it is either an indigenous company or any company at all for that matter that we want to purchase vehicle from. The vehicles must be somehow produced or assembled in Nigeria. What stops that? Nigeria is a very big market. And any person, the size of the market is a negotiating right that any government can use in hoodwinking any person they are negotiating with, so that those people can do the bidding of Nigeria as a nation. Nothing stop. I don't think the British can stop our government from doing that. But no, we are not going to do any of those things because of our greed, our love for ourselves, our love for our pockets, instead of the love for our nation. So if we think any person is our problem, we are just joking and we are kidding. And if we think that these leaders, they don't know what they are supposed to do, we are also joking and we are also kidding. Don't be surprised, Mr. Jonathan. There will be people in the ministry, in the parastatal there. They will be the ones stalling this thing. It will just take only maybe a few bribery here and there. Maybe these foreign companies, they can just bribe these people. The people that are supposed to champion this thing, they'll just refuse to do anything about it. Even if the suggestion comes, they'll start putting up different challenges, why it's not going to work, why it's not the best. At the end of the day, they just look at what happened with Air Peace. There were sabotage on both sides. Nigerians were sabotaging everything, and the people outside of Nigeria, they were doing the same thing. And the effect was that Alex Onyema was sandwiched between two, how will I put it now, between two interests. Of course, the people doing it overseas, they were doing it for national gain, but the people doing it back home, they were doing it for their own pocket and stomach infrastructure. Unfortunately, that's the story of the average Black society. It is our story. We can keep denying. It doesn't matter. We can keep denying. It doesn't really matter. But that is how it is. If you look at the events that has transpired in our nation, just take the past 10 years ago. We had the opportunity of turning things around despite the level of rot, the level of decadence, the level of destruction that has permeated every facet of our country. Is it in economy, in politics, in education, in infrastructure? The activities of the past 10 years is enough for any serious president to tie all the loose knots. But of course, they will refuse to do that. How can you justify the fact that in a country as vibrant as Nigeria, trade all the way from Lagos to Kano to Kaduna to Onitsha, passing through Benin City, with offshores from the one going to Lagos to Kaduna, with offshore to Ibadan, and supplying all the the remaining 5 southern states, western states. But we were not focused on that. You have a president that was so myopic in every ramification. You have to look at it. All his interest was in constructing a railway from Daura, one tiny village, to what's that place called in Niger Republic, the first city there in Niger Republic. That was all his obsession. And we have to take loan to do that, just because we want to satisfy the what will I say, the devilish zeal of a single man. And guess what? The people that justified that loan, the likes of Amechi and the likes of everybody that they ought to know better. But of course, the mind of the average black man is about himself, his pockets, and what he's going to get tomorrow. We've been through this. We can solve our problems. You know what our problems are. Just tell me, there's no zero economic benefit of that railway line. Zero. Apart from just satisfying the greed of one man. And it was done for him.
Nothing.
No benefits.
Yeah.
The other loan that they were supposed to take to better the life of Nigerians, Amechi went to the National Assembly and was telling them that any attempt to probe that loan will mean that the Chinese, they will back away. And moreover, I said he couldn't do anything in the southern part of the country because of unrest, because people are fighting, because of communal clashes. And that is what somebody will open his mouth and say. If you look at all these discussions now, this one has nothing to do with the British. It has nothing to do with the Americans. It is just we dealing with ourselves. Take, for example, this man on the screen, Joe Igbokwe. So it's all of a sudden, Joe Igbokwe is just realizing this thing that he's saying. if you listen to the volume of, I don't know, let me call it canker worms that have came out like from the mouth of this man in the past how many years, and I'm surprised he's taking a sudden 360 degrees. Is it the other thing I'm seeing on the screen? The election was that June 12th. Matthew, I don't know whoever this Matthew is. I don't know whoever this Matthew is. You see, at the time we keep on dwelling on selective amnesia. Selective amnesia. When we saw what happened in Imo, what happened in Imo is worse than anything you can think of. And I'm surprised when that happened, the nation didn't speak about it. Nobody talked about it. Imo was so bad that you don't even have evidence to take to court. No evidence. See, not until we stop this selective justice, we are not going to go anywhere. And not until we stop this selective saying it the way it is, we are not going to go anywhere. Like the Edo election, for example, people are just looking at it from different angle, from the angle that benefits them. You look at one side, it's just like an elephant. When the blind man, many blind men, they are trying to describe an elephant. The part you touch is the part you define. If you touch the nose, the ears, you say the ears are so large. They are like a fence. They are like walls of China. The one that will touch the tail will say the tail is so strong that it's like a metal rod. But it's the same elephant they are all describing. It's not part of the elephant. Every time we talk about not being biased, saying it the way it is, we just keep analyzing these things. And at the end of the day, we know where we are supposed to go. We know where we are supposed to go. Some things might not, I don't know how to put this, they might not be real the way it is, but it has happened. I think that's exactly what happened in Edo State election. And Dr. Saying I know you keep quoting what's his name again? Shakespeare. There's another popular wherever quote in Shakespeare. It said, "No man born of a woman will be able to buy Macbeth until Bynam Wood moves to Dinsinane."
Yes.
Did it happen? It actually happened. Yes.
They disguised. They disguised. They disguised the Bynam Wood.
Did the forest physically move? It didn't move
physically. No, it didn't move. Yes, you are right.
But the wood, they move actually to Dinsinane. So you can see the complexity. Now the question is that, could you have said that the witches, they were wrong in their prophecy? The answer is yes and no. The answer is yes and no. So that's just the way some of these things are. Not until you look at it critically and holistically. And before, devoid of bias, before you can tell yourself that actually Bynam Wood didn't move to Dinsinane, actually, in the real sense of it. Well, Mr. Anjaos, thank you so much. I know I've been ranting for some time now. Thank you for the time, and I hope I'll have the opportunity to go for the second round. Domosa, once again, good evening, everybody. Mommy Diaspora, good evening.
Thank you very much. Chris, thank you.
Mr. Chris, this is the second round already now. You are just restarting. You are just restarting the show.
Mr. Duma, it's good to have you on the show.
Please, Naija, if you give me just 1 minute, let me remind the chap on the, I don't know, it should be me, I don't know, Sendam. He is saying, he's trying to ask me that Obi didn't grow Anambra economy. Obi attracted nothing. What Obi did, let me give you two key things. Obi helped Innocent to establish, gave him all the support, was the first buyer, ordered him to mass produce buses, which Anambra used for mass transit. So he set up Innocent. That's one. And Innocent is still thriving today, producing the first electric car in Nigeria, if you must know. So that is Anambra economy. Then the world's second largest brewery It's called Stab Miller. P2B brought them to Anambra State. They are in South Africa. P2B brought them to Anambra with the condition that 40% of the workforce must be indigenous of Anambra State, and they still there in Onitsha operating. Let me give you this too. So that is how to grow economy. It's not government establishing industry in its own name. And then P2B made a policy that any industry in Anambra State, if you like, go and put it in the bush. The government must tie a road to the gate of the industry for you. It's the duty of government to tie a road and provide street lights direct to the gate. So if you want to bring your own, and it's still a policy, that is how you encourage the economy. So P2B tried. What he said was he doesn't want to wait, cutting down a killing cow every day in government house. He said, I don't need it. It's only me. Guest houses everywhere in Oka. He closed all of them down. Then cleaning, contracting it out. He saved all this money. He didn't borrow. So he said, these are the Anambra is now rich, so that any subsequent people. So if your father saved money for you, is it a bad thing? Do you want your father to hand you over debt? Your father know that and he gave you, let's say, billions for you. He's a good father. So it wants you to grow. That's what people did. Thank you. Let me stop here.
All right. Thank you, Augustine. Thank you, sir. Mr. Dua, you have the floor. Good evening to you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Nanjawa. Good evening. Good evening, everyone, the panelists, all the listeners, all the commenters, and all the viewers. Good evening, Koji Engineer in Diaspora. Happy Saturday, happy weekend to everyone. Well, according to this topic that said hardship and those who will rescue Nigeria have not yet born. Anyway, I find it insultive and barbaric because it's lucubrious for someone like Igbokwe or whatever they call it to come out and say jargons. Because anyway, those who read the Bible, it said a man speaketh out of the abundance of his heart. Because the Igbokwe think the way his mentality that is how everybody have the same mentality. No. Those who will rescue Nigeria have been born and they will still keep on giving birth to such. But for those who hijack Nigeria, did not allow those who will make Nigeria okay enter the position. Like the other day, I will use those states as example. When a governorship, this thing will coming out. That's why I said I want from the Esan or Igbokwe to become one of the governorship, because I'm a person who want everybody to taste and bring out your character. I said that among all of them who came here, who came to Niger Watch for interview, I bring out only Obuhan. I said, because I did not ask the one that said he know how to talk English. I did not ask him any questions. So that was why I did not add that one to it. But for those who I ask questions, and I just want something to ask them question, that is your resources. So Owokan was only the person who said it will make the state a great state. First, that resources we're supposed to be producing it by ourselves and sell it to other of our brothers and sisters who need our product. Then two, that whatever we have is make sure something of fiber which you can bring from plantain and use to make products from your own state, and other people will be buying it, and it become a business and economy for the state. So such people, if they have opportunity to the power, they'll be able to generate something for the country, because he has a vision. He know that if you bring this thing, it's in my land. I don't need to go and buy it from another land. And it is in our farm. If you bring these things, it can work for us. So people that will develop Nigeria, will make Nigeria easy, has been born. But because of wicked man like Igbokwe, Buhari, and Tinubu, so one of them that hijacked that power, and they also call Anek Yakubu that hijack INEC of positions. These are the reason that Nigeria are suffering. And for those one, they will just give one naira, they start destroying the street, disturbing everywhere. Those are the reason that the country is suffering. Because other countries, why are they not suffering? Because they value the people they have. Then it's just okay. I will still use Edo as an example. When Obaseki came there, Obaseki, what do they call him? The younger brother Obaseki. When he was campaigning for Igodalo, I asked him one question. If you were to advise your friend, what kind of government will him be? Will him be for the because it was Edo best that I said, will it be for the best or for the first? Then that word confuses him before he gave answer. No, he will look for the first before best, because out of the first, you now bring out the best. When you put Nigeria before anything you want to do, the country automatically will adjust to a better life. Not when Nigerians, you don't care about them. You want to collect what Nigeria have and go and deposit it in another country. Then you say that who will make Nigeria okay have not yet born. No. Okay, if those who will make Nigeria, why are people leaving Nigeria to go and bring something from another country to bring to their own country? They will now go hardship in another country, stronger and everything, that they will now bring that thing to come and develop. Instead of you allowing them to develop, you will be giving them conditions. The Nigerian government will give you the condition that make them not to good. The other day I was talking about road here, that if I have money, I will have tar road. It is here my Nigeria people will say, no, if you are doing it, if the federal government will hold you, they will arrest you, they will do this. No. It is because of the wicked people that sit in position that make people to fear that you cannot use your money to do good in your land. So those who will make Nigeria, they have given birth to them. Such people that occupy whatever parastatals they call government or leadership, because the evils are the one who are occupying it. That is why the real one, like that, everybody we are calling of Peter Obi. Because when they get to Anambra, the person who receives salary, okay, this is why I ask. If your teacher is receiving salary, he did not have other allowance. But why the senators, why are they receiving salary? The governors, why are they receiving salary? That they're supposed to use to pay their work, whoever that is working for them. They will not use that of their salary to pay their own workers. They will still collect another allowance for their car, for their this, for their that, and collect allowance for a person that work for them. How will Nigeria be okay when you are not satisfied, when you are not contented with what you receive, but you want to give checkere to another person? These are the reason that Nigeria is not going forward. And that is why people will now come and say it is constitution, it is policy, it is that. It is the mindset of those who sit there. Whatever constitution you write is not the problem, but the mind of the people that operate on that whatever paper they call constitution is the problem. Okay, is it not the same constitution that say FCT must be 25%? But is it not the people who control the people now said no, they don't care about it? Why did the constitution not force those things to say no, it must be? It is the mindset of the people. The judges that day, they could no longer look to the constitution, they beat the constitution. So it is the mindset of Nigeria that make Nigeria hardship. And that is why anybody I heard that he is complaining and they were the one who were siding a Milocon, I will tell them that you just wake up. No, you have to enjoy what you, because whatever you sow, that is what you reap. You cannot go and plant cassava and you expect corn to grow up there. So you cannot vote, you cannot support Tinubu, you expect me to come and give you money to chop. No, because the government is the second God. After God, which will nobody see, then the government make policies that everybody enjoy. If you did not come out for vote, then you support this kind of hardship. Then if you come out for vote and you said you support Tinubu, then you have to enjoy it. So for those who believe on religion, said don't, we should not vote. Politics for them. So those kind of things. So Nigerians has quality to become a leader, but because of the wicked people who have occupied the position, that is the reason. Thank you, Mr. Najawash.
You are right to do it. I like your last statement. Nigeria has the quality to become leader. Now wickedness.
Thank you, Mr. Dowa. God bless you, sir. Thank you. All right, let's do another final submission. This time, 2 minutes, so that we can end the show. Gashim is, if you're still with us, you have just 2 minutes. Work with your 2 minutes, sir. Okay, you're not there. Mr. Jonathan, if you're there, sir, your 2 minutes.
Yeah, Mr. Elvis, yeah. I'm here. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much for the opportunity given today. You know, I just want to. I think a lot has been said today. I just want to quickly round up, with this. That was what I started with in my first submission today, and I want to re-echo it again. I believe it's very, very crucial that we begin to highlight this. We say it once in a while when it is necessary for us to do so, or when it is presented, or when issues of the day aligned with it. But I think it is something that, for me, I want to put in the front burner going forward. And that is the Nigerian media. That the Nigerian media have failed us so tremendously. They have failed the Nigerian people, and they continue to do so on a daily basis. And it is time now to call them to order. It is time to begin to call them to order. But because maybe it's an assumption that they don't know, which is a costly assumption. And if that is the case, that they don't know, then they should know that they have failed Nigeria so far, and they continue to do so. They are to be the eyes of the Nigerian people. They have the wherewithal, they have the capacity to be the eyes, the legs, and the mouth of millions of Nigerians that do not have access. That is the role of the Nigerian media. They should be playing that role and stop deceiving people and just sitting down there and doing nothing, absolutely nothing. Come out there and tell Nigerians exactly what the government of Nigeria is doing. Do your real work. You are indicted today, and so shameful on you that a politician will have to come out and tell tell Nigerians that Nigeria needs to employ CNN and Al Jazeera to come and start doing your work for you in Nigeria. Shameful. Thank you very much, Mr. Elvis. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Mr. Jonathan. Thank you, sir. Ogashimize, your 2 minutes, sir.
Yes, Niger Watch. Thank you so much. You see, Joe Igbokwe cannot even win anything in Nnewi. He's just blabbing and saying all this that they haven't born person can fix Nigeria. I don't know where he's coming from. He know that someone came out to do the job. But him, I would say it again, and my first submission, him and his cohorts, APC, satanic, don't never allow Peter Obi to get into the power. Him, because of his selfish interests. So, Joe Igbokwe, go and sit down. Reap what you sow. You're reaping what you sow. So that's what I can tell you. You have to go and sit down. So the economy that crumbling down, or the Nigeria that crumbling down or crawling, deal with it. So just go and sit down on your room. The only thing I would say to Nigerians, they need to stand up and do what is right for themselves. Don't look government. Don't look who's ever gonna put you in gonna make you poor. Rather, you go out for your various businesses, various works, and do whatever you're gonna do to make yourself happy. That's what I can tell you. This thing that coming, October 1st is coming, which Nigerians independent. I don't know what they were going to celebrate that day. I don't know whether one and Nigeria are going to celebrate it, or the protests will take place. I don't know. But the only thing I'm saying, if protest is going to take a place, everybody need to go out to the streets and start protesting for judiciary reform, INEC reform. Nigeria, just a minute, please. And so-called EU and going to Chatham House should stop if Nigeria want to do election. All this thing must stop. Not just lavishing money to bring EU, to bring whosoever to come and monitor election. Thank you, Nigeria Watch. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Agashimiz. It's good to have you on the show. Let me come to Gasiem. 2 minutes, sir.
Okay. My 2 minutes, I use it for just like a vote of thanks. We can't continue dwelling on Nigerian nitty-gritty. You will never go. Tomorrow, another headline will come. So, Nigeria Watch, I will say thank you. The first time goes to you, Mommy Diaspora, who is the backroom staff, Irene Finance, and Abu Aziz. Let me just use up because so that they are the engine keeping the system running. We are just the ones the public will see. Those behind making it possible, the public do not see them. So they may think that Nigeria Watch is only about us on the screen. We have backroom staff, without which we may not know what is happening. So I give my vote of thanks goes to them and then to you for coming out and giving us a mouthpiece where we don't pay shisha. But yes, we were able to talk and talk as much as we want. So it's a pleasure. And then we are not taking it for granted. It has not gone unnoticed, particularly on my own part. And I know I'm saying the mind of every panelist, those that are here today and those that are not. So I have to encourage you to continue. You've seen the way Nigeria is going. Everybody is tired. So, but then, what do we do? There's always a way out. So to Joe Igbokwe, please withdraw that statement. We have people that will turn Nigeria around. Just say you are about to resign by October 1st. That is one of the best things he could do. Then we start to reset Nigeria. With what we say here, we provided enough solution, more than enough, on electoral reform, on power, on the economy. What we are saying here, don't take it for granted. Most of them are intellectually driven, and it's possible. So why can't they listen to us? Free advice, courtesy of Nigeria Watch. Thank you very much, Nigeria Watch, and I wish you all the best. Good night. So, Nigeria Watch, I finished too. Let's say it all. Hello?
All right. Augustine, God bless you, sir. Thank you very much. Oga Chris, please, your final submission, 2 minutes, sir. Oga Chris is now available. Mr. Odowa, your 2 minutes, sir. Thank you very much. Final submission.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Nigeria Watch. For me, what Nigeria claim they are suffering.
Nigeria Watch. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Sorry, I don't know why you're not hearing me earlier. Well,
okay, that's fine.
We'll
come back to you.
Okay.
Hold on. Mr. Odowa was already talking. Okay. Mr. Odowa, go ahead, sir.
Okay, thank you. Just what Nigeria said they are suffering. Even this light that we are complaining about, we can generate light from the waste that litter everywhere in the state or in the country. This waste can generate light for us without looking for gas in Egoni or in this thing. Every local government can generate this light. It is because of our wickedness. We are too greedy. Instead of that is why I don't even say the government, because the government are the people who came from our state. Because all of us, our hearts are wicked in greediness. That is why we cannot come together. Okay, look at each houses in every street. They can buy solar, they can buy generator, better pass my neighbor. but they cannot put money together and buy solar panel to generate light for themselves. And tomorrow they will be chatting and say, hey, fuel, the generator consume fuel, generator consume this. If they put those money together that they are using to buy fuel, buy oil, repair generator, the light that we have in that area, it will, government light will not even compare it. But because of that unity we lack the way to think forward. We always think backward. That is why the white man will come and tell us the story that passed many years, but they will not tell us 50 years to come vision. One day the white people will tell you 500 years vision to come. And that is why Bible says don't worry about tomorrow, but the white man worry about next tomorrow. So my people, it is our ignorance, it was our brain to think forward. That is what is disturbing us. And unity to do something great for ourselves. If we take that decision to be doing something great for ourselves, never bother that government will come and disturb us, government will come and local government will come and disturb us, the state government, we will do better things more than why people come together. That is why they have companies. But one person in Nigeria want to do tire, want to do wheel, want to do steady, want to do aluminum, want to do everything. That is the failure. That is where the failure. But let us put all this brain together and do something great. Thank you, Mr. Nayawa.
Mr. Odua, thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Okay, finally, Oga Chris, your final 2 minutes.
Good evening, sir. Can you hear me now?
Yes. 2 minutes. Sir.
Okay. Yeah, thank you. Well, like I was saying earlier, I'll just stand on what Dr. CM was saying, that we all appreciate everybody and that makes this broadcast a success every day. That's starting from you, Mr. Ninja Watch, Mommy Diaspora, Abu Azar in finance, everybody that contribute in one way or the other to make this broadcast fruitful. We want to say thank you for everything that you people do. Like I keep saying, in what capacity, how could I have been able to gather 50 people, even 50 people, to be talking to them every time at the same time, every day? It's not going to be possible. So I thank this station for giving us the voice to keep talking. And Mr. Odua, you have a way of just summarizing everything. That's why I always like listening to you. In your first submission, you just finished the whole everything we've been talking about for years. You said, put Nigeria first in anything you do. I think that's the solution, nothing more than that. Immediately we have a leader that can put Nigeria first. Then everything, all of us, if we can do that, everything will fall in place. If you want to rig election, you remember you have to put Nigeria first. If you're in public service, you want to still remember you have to put Nigeria first. Even if you do that, that's what I've been saying also, that the colonial master, their influence cannot do anything in your country if you're able to put Nigeria first in everything you do. So I'll just round up with this, please. 10 seconds. Mr. Johnson Emmanuel, yeah, I saw what you wrote, that suggestion you gave, it's just the politics behind it. This project was actually started by Jonathan. When Jonathan saw in 2014, when they saw it wasn't viable, they have to stop it. So there's always going to be politics. And Tony Africa, I also saw your comment, and you said you have to have a country first before you start talking about media, which is also very correct. We don't have media at all. They've disappointed us, just like Mr. Jonathan painted. They've disappointed us. That's why we have to keep relying on channels like this to tell us the truth at every point in time. So Ninja, once again, thank you so much, and good evening, everybody. Thank you, sir.
All right. Oga Chris, thank you very much, sir. God bless you. I never thought I'm going to stay this long today. Saturday, Saturday or Sunday, I'll see. I can be staying lesser hours. That would be nice. I appreciate you all that came in today to put your voice to this broadcast, to this particular topic, an extensive topic. God bless you all. Thank you, Mr. Jonathan, for your time with us. Oga Shimizi, thank you very much, sir. Oga CM, thank you, sir. Thank you, Oga Chris, once more. Thank you, Mr. Odua. God bless you all. I'm not sure I received any call today. Yeah, but that's cool. Madam Origin was calling in, but the time that the person, I think it was Chimizi that was talking. Chimizi spent so much time talking, so couldn't pick your call, Madam Origin. But tomorrow is another day. I appreciate you for at least trying to call in. Thank you very much, my people. Thank you, Amaka Fojabi, once more for the super chat earlier on. Mr. Joseph Oji, thank you, sir. I appreciate you all. Thank you very much, Mother, for Obami Diaspora. Thank you, Mommy, for all you do. Mr. Abu Azi, I appreciate you. Thank you, Tony Africa. Thank you. I can see you right there. Thank you, Sendam. I can see you, Madam Amen Bright. Thank you very much, ma. I appreciate you. Thanks for joining us today. Thank you, my wonderful people right there. Mr. Johnson Emmanuel, thank you, sir. Thank you. Omusa Omarige Peter, I can see you as well. And many, many others. We've come to the end of the broadcast. Those of you that have liked, thank you so much. Those of you that have shared, thank you very much. Those of you that have super chatted, that have supported us any other ways, we want to say we are very, very grateful. We're not taking anyone for granted here. It's a collective effort. The only difference between you and I is because, yes, I own the platform, but there's every possibility you are even doing more job than me. We are here together. Let's see what we can do in our time to see our country get better. That's why we are here. Not that we don't have other things to do. We have other things to do if we want to. Most of my wonderful panelists coming to this platform every day, they have other commitment. If me, myself, I wanted to turn my platform to something else, I can do it as well. But we just wanted to leave our good footprint out there so that, yes, prospectively, people can reference to us positively. That's what we're doing. So we're only privileged, So continue to join us wherever you are. Put your voice out there, put your comment out there, put your call out there. People are listening to you. Now, people, we've come to the end of this broadcast. It's been a long day for us. 4 hours. Never planned, but still, it's all good. Rashim, he said what?
Mr. Davis, can you bring, please, tomorrow, can you bring all this law enforcement in Nigeria? Like I see some things, I just want to put it to you. Can you just bring them tomorrow so that we can, that video you showed, that video have come out that those policemen that escorting from those youth coppers. I think the full video have come out.
So who do you want me to bring?
No, I mean bring the video so we can talk. We can talk about it. There's so many things there's so many things I saw on that video. When I watch it, so it's crazy.
We don't necessarily have to bring it again. If you know you want to comment on it, on this platform we can divert as long as what we
right.
Affiliation, and it's connected to our country, so we can divert. So if you come in tomorrow, you should divert. Other people will support what you're saying.
All right, that's fine.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Like I said before, we've come to the end of the broadcast. I'll see you guys again. Fingers crossed tomorrow. You guys remember on Wednesday is my birthday, 2nd of October. By special grace of God, we are looking forward to that. Take care, my people. Have a good night and bye for now.